Numbers on Jake Bergie are indeed outstanding through 8 games now with 41 overall points in the top 5 in scoring in the league. Now, in a must-win situation a week ago, Philadelphia's defense was outstanding, most notably on the back line. Dallas Elliott, I guess when Dallas is on, the Philadelphia team is in it.
Yes, he is. Dallas Elliott is the best goalie in the league right now. He's an 8-time All-Pro. He stops shots from everywhere, outside, inside, up close. The key to the game tonight for the Philadelphia Wings is if Dallas Elliott is on, the Philadelphia Wings got a great shot at this one.
Dallas Elliott, the veteran indeed, is not used to being sub 500 at 3-5, but is coming off a terrific stretch against Baltimore back in January the 30th. There is a superstar commodity on Baltimore's club by the name of Gary Gait, a former teammate, recognized as the best player in the game. Philadelphia's got to deal with one Gary Gait tonight.
Yep, he's the toughest guy in the game, can do it from everywhere. He's got an incredible outside shot, can pick corners at will, as well as he's big and overpowering, and he's going to attract a lot of attention from Philadelphia today. If the Wings can stop Gary Gait, they've got a good chance at winning this game.
Just how dominant has he been? A 4-time MVP over the last 4 seasons with 50 points in the last 8 games. And Coach Tony Resch says we can't stop him, we just want to slow him down.
Well, Gary's certainly a guy that we know probably better than most, having played with him for a number of years. And you know, the problem is he's the whole package. He can shoot outside. He's big and strong enough to get inside. So the best you can do is try and contain him. We'll try and show the occasional double team just to change it up a little bit. We've mentioned before, and as a rule, a player like of Gary's caliber, as long as he's not going for 4, 5, 6, and we can keep him down to 2 or 3, then that's a job well done.
Job well done indeed. Philadelphia looking for its 3rd consecutive win to stay alive in the race against the Thunder of Baltimore, who'll come in at 6-2. Stay tuned. We'll come back and get you set for action next.
Why do more people choose Comcast than any other wireless network? It could be because we have the only digital network that covers the whole region. Or maybe it's because you can call nationwide for one single rate. Whatever the reason, Comcast customers agree on one thing. You can't beat the coverage. Now, Comcast delivers nationwide calling for 10 cents a minute.
If you need joint surgery, you want the best doctors. Penn Orthopedics has more orthopedic surgeons than anyone in the region. They perform more kinds of bone and joint surgery, and they're leaders in developing materials for longer-lasting results. And Penn is ranked among the nation's best. It all adds up to the best reason to choose Penn Orthopedics. You'll get a real kick out of your Penn doctor. Call 1-800-789-PENN.
Lock the car.
How about
Pepsi One?
we don't do 1 calorie.
We don't do 1 calorie. You'll do this. Let me help.
New Pepsi One, 1 calorie.
This tastes great.
True cola taste.
Taxi!
Philadelphia Wings Lacrosse is brought to you by Snyder's of Hanover, who invite you to try their new pretzel nibbler flavors and new pretzel dips. Do the Snyder's switcheroo. By First Union, your guide to the financial future. By UPenn Health Systems, more doctors, more experience, more choices. By Pico, no doubt about it. And by Naya Canadian Natural Spring Water, real refreshment for people who get real thirsty. Here's a look at the goaltending matchup, and it's a good one. Chris Sanderson, a .712 save percentage. Dallas Elliott right there at .710. The difference, obviously, right now is in the records, which Dallas would love to get turned around this evening. And we are set. Philadelphia will be in their home silver and black with that orange trim, and we'll work toward our left. Baltimore on the road, moving to the right. Hanford will take the draw, as he always does for Philadelphia, and play is on. Great atmosphere in the building tonight, and immediately Philadelphia comes in 2-on-0, an opportunity that goes awry for McAvoy.
We're going to have a good battle at the face-off X tonight, too, Larry, with Hanford, Cannabine, and Rodney Tapp. So that should be a little bit of a story to keep your eye on.
Now Gait is working on the strong side, setting the screen, shot, and Dallas is beaten right away.
Just a terrible matchup there. I mean, that's a simple pick and roll. Paul O'Grady and Matt Oglesby get tied up together. One guy has to push off the other guy to slide to Hiltz, who comes in on untouched on Elliott. Here you go, O'Grady sliding. Oglesby needs to switch. Hiltz comes in untouched and jams it past Dallas.
Hiltz is the leading scorer in the league with point number 52, so you want to give Gait attention, but, you know, Hiltz will beat you, too.
That just is evidence why Gary Gait gets all the attention. When he gets the attention, the other guys can get in there and have the open goal.
So Philadelphia stung in the first 30 seconds in a situation where they are in a must-win at 3-5. After losing the first 4 this season, they fought back 3-1 and kept themselves alive. But Baltimore at 6-2. Maricek takes one off the top of the head, maintains possession with Bergie, little two-man game near side. Get the ball swing. Shot clock down to 3 as they look for Finneran. Now Maricek cannot accept that pass, and back we go 2-on-2.
There's the multifaceted and talented abilities of Gary Gait. He makes a great play on defense and then comes down and takes a shot under the chin of Dallas Elliott.
And gives a shot to Bill Bergie. It's the big 3, Shear, Gait, and Hiltz. Gait and Hiltz will play side by side as the number 1 and 2 scorers in the league. Shear broke out of a recent slump with 6 points against Buffalo as Bergie is put down. You don't see that all that often by his opponent wearing 66, Eric Gervais. And Baltimore has a bounce in their step and confidence in their stride.
Yeah, they are playing good defense. It's normally the other way around, where Philadelphia prides itself on defense, and Baltimore is the team that has the offensive strength. Right now, the Wings really need to regroup and get a little tighter, which I see that they're doing now.
We play just under 2 minutes. Baltimore still in the attack zone as the shot clock is at 2. Do they know it? That is a shot clock violation before Matt Clune, the newcomer, can get it off. For Philadelphia, the big 3, Maricek, Finneran, and Bergie.
I think the key to the game tonight, Larry, is you're going to see is we just went through the top 3 players for each team. The big story is who are the other guys? Who's going to step up? Who's going to be the difference for Philadelphia? Who's going to be the difference for Baltimore? The big 3 are going to probably get their goals. It's the other guys, the secondary guys that need to step up to be the difference, and the other guys that do will probably result in a victory for that team.
Like Rogers, who looked for the screen roll with Bergie, the alternate captain. That shot never reached. And we do have a stick violation. Did you catch the whistle?
Looks like we need a hold across the other side.
There's a team comparison. You see, Baltimore has had an incredibly efficient offense at 18 goals per game with 57.3. Both clubs penalized about the same. The big difference, Philadelphia needs the win desperately this evening. First infraction of the game is called on Rodney Tapp. And Philadelphia will have the man up. That's a roughing minor there. Philadelphia has all 5 surrounding the perimeter as Maricek comes through.
This is a new look for the man up for Philadelphia. This has been a weak area for Philadelphia. We're last in the league right now in scoring percentage on man up, which is not a very good statistic. When you look at the flip side, Baltimore's #1 on their man advantage play. And when Philadelphia gets an opportunity like they just did, they need to cash in. They can't throw the ball away like they did.
So on the over and back violation. Now 12:22 remaining period #1.
It's a pretty good matchup here. You have Jamie Hanford, the biggest guy in the Wings team, going about 220 against Gait, who's about 225 himself. They're double teaming him.
Yeah, in this situation, you can double team. The shot is taken and handled easily from Dan Martin, midsection from Dallas Elliott. And Philadelphia has a little bit of open floor, but they will change fully on the fly to bring out the power play unit. Maricek walking it up. Finneran, shot is handled, rebound, and somehow that is kept out by Chris Sanderson.
Yeah, Fred Jenner down low on that right-hand side as the lefty shooter. He's the guy, he's a Canadian we brought in to finish those shots. He had a great opportunity, but Sanderson made a nice save.
Out of Lethbridge, Alberta. Thought he had a marker there, didn't come with it. Double team, broken free. Good work by Catabini, the defenseman. Catabine.
Great swarming defense by Philadelphia. I like to see that. They were a little loose to start off the game. Now they've tightened it up a little bit. I think that they were a little nervous starting off. Now they're trying to settle themselves down. Here we go into the man advantage again. with the Philadelphia man up against 4 of the Baltimore defenders.
Baltimore a little bit of a diamond look as they want to make sure they know where that man is. Maricek, the low shot on the bounce off the back window. And it's a breakaway the other way with good speed. Here comes Quinn Kucinich. Holds his ground and rags some time. What a fascinating story he is.
Yeah, Kucinich, we've kind of traded places here. He was in the booth last year, and now he's down on the floor. So he's actually been a nice surprise for the Baltimore Thunder, picking up a lot of ground balls.
Good defensive work as they triple team there on Tim Horms.
Great defense by Oglesby there, doing it all on his own. Great defense and picking up the ground ball.
And a fine pass shot, and that is wide from Radabau. Again, another deep rebound leads to the transition. The shove across by Tap looking for Gait was too far in front.
One of the things to point out, too, is there is a 30-second shot clock in this game. And when Tony Resch can be pulling his hair out at times, when the team comes down and shoots with even 20 seconds on the clock, you want to wind it down to the single digits and then get a good high percentage shot.
Like that one. Shot and score from McAvoy. And there you talked about finding some scores. McAvoy, the 4th leading scorer, so not a surprise, but that's a well-placed shot.
Very well-placed shot. John McAvoy normally likes to get in close on the goalie before he'll let it loose. But this time he takes a great feed from Chris Bates, takes one nice hop step, bangs it low against Sanderson for a beautiful goal. Way to be, Mac. There you go. Bates gets the defender hung. McAvoy's up in the shooting position, bangs it home.
Good hop step, well placed, and we're tied at 1 at the 10:04 mark. So Philadelphia will not be playing from behind throughout, not stung too badly by that marker in the first 30 seconds. For McAvoy, that is goal number 10 out of Villanova University. It's going to be a violation on Baltimore as that one comes over and back. Philadelphia changing quickly. Kind of short-shifted in the early goings. You look at John Tucker, the one-time member of the firm for Philadelphia.
There's one of the legends of the game right there, Larry. When you take a look at John Tucker, he's probably, prior to the Gait brothers, he was the best player in the game all around. So John Tucker can teach those guys the same thing.
Cross crease look from Radabau is broken down. Tuck wore that number 2. Shots about even. And played a man-sized game. No question about that. Gervas tries to attack, wearing 66. Elliott comes away with it to the speedy Matt Oglesby, the 4-year veteran out of Duke. Knows his role, makes the defensive play, and heads for the bench. And Philadelphia in the half-court set. Rogers is behind the net with this group.
What you're going to see working here, Larry, is a 2-man game. Here's Finneran and Katanchik trying to do the 2-man. Finneran slips in, gives a nice dish over to Rogers.
Rogers had to put away but couldn't conclude it. That's his second one of those. As Bergie in the middle of the fray gives Philadelphia a chance at a possession. Jay comes away with it. In front! That hit the pipe.
Off the pipe. Beautiful shot. Great way to take it to the hoop by Bergie. Took it there with authority. Unfortunately, hit the iron.
2 on 3 the other way. As Baltimore will slow and wait. Martin hands off to Joe Hill, who works this side. Whistle, and that's Mike Buzza.
This is something that happens early in the game, Larry. Each team's trying to establish their dominance on the other one. They start to get a little physical. Cheap shots start going around, and they go back at it.
At halftime, we'll be in conversation with Jake Bergie as you look and see where the shot by Jake beat him clean off the top pipe.
He had a great powerful move right down the slope. We probably would have liked to seen him dump it off to Kevin Finneran, who was wide open on that left-handed shot. But Jake saw a lot of net. Unfortunately, he aimed for the crossbar, and he hit the crossbar. When you're accurate like that, that's unfortunately happened.
Ryan Reese in the box, the 6th-round pick from a year ago. So Philadelphia again on the man advantage opportunity where they need to start converting. Spread the floor a little bit as Bergie goes through the slot. The shot is blocked off. Maricek's never reached the net. Good aggressive defensive play by Kucinich. And that will be a shot clock violation. Nope, they'll reset it.
2:30. Wings really need to get settled into their man up. They're having some trouble. They're forcing some shots right now, but you got to find the open man. Right now it's 5 on 4, so the Wings have to find the dominant side of the floor and make the pass to find the open man.
McAvoy had one opportunity from that off post. And that's off a stick.
It's going to be off.
Ronnie Tapp.
Yeah, it's off the Baltimore defender. This is a new look that John Nostrand, the offensive coach, put in to have Finneran down low, Finneran and McAvoy. So you have Sean Radabaugh, Jake Bergie, and Tom Marichek up top. Marichek and Bergie are going to be your shooters, and they need to get those shots from the top.
That shot rolls on him. Radabaugh's shot goes off the net, and with 44 seconds remaining man advantage, both teams will fully change on the go. For Philadelphia now a 9-3 shots advantage. We're tied at 1. Gary Gait simply ragging. Gait very strong through the upper body, through the midsection. Not as dainty on his feet as he once was, but still extraordinarily effective.
He's still very effective, Larry, but great defense by Philadelphia, knocking the stick out of his hands. Great swarming D. That's what we like to see.
So Philadelphia will take possession with 12 seconds left, man advantage. Time for a quick attack. Here's Oglesby working over Gait.
He's trying to get a little bit fancy. He's got Dan Radabaugh and Matt Oglesby taking in. Oglesby gets a stick, knocks it out of his hand. Look at that. You got 4 wings in the picture. That's the kind of defense you want to see on Gary Gait.
Final seconds, man advantage. Bergie. Shot, score! And the arms go up. The traditional double 6 salute does the goalpost for us. It's 2-1 Philadelphia.
Great shot by Jake Bergie. The defense was just settling into their comfort zone on man down. Jake sees some room, looks over to Tom Marichek. Defender takes 1 step over and jams it low on the goalie. Another side, here you see the fake little flip. Jake sets up, bang, shoots it low for the nice goal.
Sanderson a tiny bit flat in his net. Now a 20-goal scorer is Jake Bergie with 43 points, and Philadelphia 2-1 lead. And now they have a little bit of equilibrium now, having gotten those first couple.
Yep, I think everybody's kind of pulling into their game right now and loosening up.
Werner Kruger gets hit hard by one of the smaller wings, Mike Buzza. That does indeed count as a power play goal for Philadelphia. One they needed. Going to be a penalty against Philadelphia. We've got a delay call here on a cross-check by Paul O'Grady.
Baltimore's now pulled their goalie on the penalty and now have a 6-on-5 advantage until the whistle.
And Elliott makes the save, so we do have a whistle at the 5:58 mark. When we come back, we'll see Philadelphia's man-down defense trying to hold to this 1-goal lead. There's the cross-check from O'Grady. Gotcha.
Still eating ordinary pretzels? Then switch to Snyder's of Hanover bite-sized nibblers in sourdough and new garlic bread. Give up ordinary pretzels, America, and do the Snyder's switcheroo!
This is a world only a few know well. A world of risk and uncertainty, where the roads can take you to success or prosperity, or sometimes to no place at all. This is the financial world. For decades, banks and investment firms of mountainous size have ruled the land. Yet high above the horizon, another mountain has risen. A mountain called First Union. With 16 million customers, the nation's 8th largest brokerage and 6th largest bank. For a new perspective of the financial world, come to the mountain called First Union. Or if you prefer, the mountain will come to you.
Hey, we're the McKenzie brothers, and we're here to stop a heinous crime.
Yeah, they're sending Molson Canadians south of the border instead of our house where it belongs.
But we got a plan, eh?
Step out of the truck, please, sir. We offer a complimentary breakfast and free donuts, eh? How about a little deodorant for those long, stinky rides?
Au revoir, eh? Try putting it in low, eh?
What do you think I'm doing? I'm gunning it.
Like winter conditions.
Still eating ordinary pretzels? Then switch to Snyder's of Hanover flavored pretzel pieces like honey mustard and onion and honey barbecue. Give up ordinary pretzels, America, and do the Snyder's switcheroo!
Now the huge crowd on hand on Comcast Sportsnet night of the Philadelphia Wings. Philadelphia a 2-1 lead. Baltimore with the man advantage. What do they do here?
Well, you've got one of the most effective extra man units in the NLL right now in Baltimore. Philadelphia's trying to do the box up defense, try to allow Gary Gait to get the ball to the open man on the side. Right now he had some great defense by Philadelphia, but they pushed up a little too fast and turned the ball over, giving it back to Baltimore.
A reminder, Saturday, April 3rd, the Wings host the New York Saints right here at the First Union Center. Call 215-336-2000 to come on out and join us. One thrust put aside, a second one blocked away. Philadelphia aggressively trying to attack on the perimeter. Good work being done by Tom Slade of Philadelphia. Gait shot, hit the post, hit it hard. As that came flying off that near post.
Why Baltimore's man-up is so effective is you have to honor Gary Gait, but then the two low men have the ability to take the pass from Gary on the offense. Dallas makes a great save. There's the type of save that we need from Dallas Ellick, especially when we're man down.
And a good cover by Danny Radebaugh. And Philadelphia down a man, but up a goal. Maricek trying to cut through, find some open space. Bergie in the neutral zone. Philadelphia using some of their top offensive talent in the man down unit.
Really, this is the penalty killing unit. Larry, unfortunately, turn it over. We've got to get a man on defense right now.
Gait comes out and sees Radebaugh. Looking, waiting for some help. Lays it off to Hiltz. Crossing, back to Gait. With catch Gait. Behind the back flick shot. Low seen all the way. See if Dallas sees it.
If he sees it, he's got a great opportunity to save the shot. One of the things that drives Dallas crazy more than anything else is when the defensive man screens him.
Oglesby has a 3-on-1. Cross in front and maybe one pass too many. Crease violation called. Good opportunity for Chris Bates, and he looked for a better one.
Without a doubt. When you're in 5 feet in front of the cage, you got to take that shot. Try to do one pass too many. Unfortunately, we didn't get the high percentage shot, and that could have been a great scoring opportunity for us right there.
Would have been a nice shorthanded opportunity as we are now at even strength. O'Grady comes back out. Bates never even looked netward, caught it and looked past all the way. So even a deke and a shot. Maricek over the shoulder flip is a bit high. Bergie can't run it down. And another counterattack opportunity for Baltimore. One-on-one shot is well wide. Good catch, Rob Scheck. As Bergie goes high. Still going high.
Philadelphia Wings need to switch better on defense. They got to send that guy into the box. Rob Scheck came down one-on-one with Dallas Elliott, with the defender getting there very late. Scheck had a high percentage shot. Luckily, Dallas was there. He shot it a little bit wide.
And you saw some of the extracurriculars between Hiltz and Radebaugh. 2-1 Philadelphia, 3:20 and counting. And Scott Gabrielson with Larry Rosen. Glad you're with us for Philadelphia Wings. Shot. Again, another fine move inside by Finneran. Double team along the boards. Another double team along the boards. But Baltimore's got the breakaway. One-on-one. Gervas shot that either off Ellick's left elbow or it was high and wide.
It's actually Rodney Tapp on the breakaway, which is probably not one of your superior shooters, or sharpshooters on a breakaway. Dallas filled up a lot of the net, took it away from him.
Hiltz over the shoulder into traffic. The pass is complete, but the opportunity is not there. Philadelphia pretty much marking man-to-man, and they generate the shot clock violation at the 2:34 mark.
The Wings are a little spread out on defense right now, and John Tucker's preparing his defense as well. But the Wings need to pack the defense in a little bit more, give them a little bit more pressure on the off ball.
Tuck still looks like he could play. His knees might not, but
right. He's still got it. He always had it. Guys will be competitive all the way through.
McAvoy. Maricek. Maricek tries to dip between 2 and 3. Brilliantly over the shoulder. Wow. Shot clock violation as Philadelphia. Shot by Maricek did not reach Sanderson in goal, but beautiful dipsy-do by Hollywood Maricek and the very active Coach Resch. More active when Philadelphia's on defense than when they're in the scoring zone. Again, Gabe throws it over the shoulder for Shearer. who pulls his own rebound. And that is way over the top off the net from Cantabini.
Philadelphia is playing pretty much wide out on their defense. They need to settle down a little bit. They're playing pretty wide out. They need to get the five-yard distance between their man and the defender.
Here comes Jake up the left side. Again, a little two-man game with Hollywood Maricek. Gets the screen, dips that shoulder in, is double-teamed and stripped. That's the good double team that Baltimore's coming at you with. It's John Tillman.
Baltimore knows that Maricek and Bergie are going to try to do that two-man game because they've been effective at it. And right now, they've slid and made that change.
From point-blank range, Cantabine is stopped by Dallas Elliott, who then throws a stick Bergie's way. It's Bates on the near wing. Gets a screen and uses it. Dips inside, has a screen roll, and the pass is there for McAvoy. Shot, that's wide. McAvoy accepts the rebound, tries to come around in front. Still turning, switches hands, and that shot's broken down, scooped up, long outlet. Gary Gait uncontested. This is dangerous off the bench. The help comes from Matt Oglesby, and Gait can only run it down in the corner.
Baltimore is breaking as soon as Philadelphia takes that shot. That's what we call cherry picking in the game, and Gary broke that one wide open. He doesn't often drop passes like that. Philadelphia lucked out. The fact that Gary did not catch that one-handed. Normally it's automatic.
That's a 30-second possession, 26 of it in the hands of Gary Gait, who finally gets the shot off.
Excellent defense by Philadelphia. Gary tried to take it one-on-one down low. He's very dangerous down there in that position.
Final 10 seconds, period one. It's been a good one for Philadelphia, especially defensively. Maricek with 4. He blisters that one, but it's over the top, and time will expire on a well-played first period of indoor lacrosse. Dallas Elliott, the backstop, rising to the occasion tonight against this high-scoring Baltimore Thunder team. Point blank, looking right at you.
Need to have Dallas have a big game. Here he is, in his face, making the big save. Dallas Elliott is hot.
Back with period 2 in just a moment.
Some people may have a hard time pronouncing Conshohocken. But at Pico Energy, we simply know it as Conchi. A place with the power to reinvent itself. And we should know. We've been a part of Hector Street and every other street here for over 100 years. And we're now delivering guaranteed savings to all our customers. Because it's your choice. Pico Energy, no doubt about it.
Run, don't walk to Kelly Sports for the area's largest selection of sports equipment and athletic footwear. Swing into spring. It's baseball season at Kelly Sports. Kelly's also carries a great selection of tennis rackets, sportswear, and accessories. And if lacrosse is your game, we've got everything you need. Because at Kelly's, we supply sports. Kelly Sports, Route 202 and Matlack Street in Westchester. Kelly's is the largest team and business outfitter in the area. Visit our team room today.
Philadelphia 1-goal lead. The difference, the goal by Jake Bergie, Scott.
Yeah, here's the 5-on-4 advantage on man up. Jake sets up from outside, takes the shot, burns it past Anderson.
And fans, if you think the Wings are exciting to watch on television, you got to come on down and join us for the next home game, Saturday, April 3rd. Call 215-336-2000 and join us for Fan Appreciation Night against the New York Saints. All right, general impressions or comments. Philadelphia found themselves, got a good rhythm going. Where are we after one?
I think you've got a very high-paced game going right now. You've got a lot of nerves going on both teams. There's a lot of errors that are taking place. I think the team's got to settle down and get into their offensive rhythm.
And, of course, it's Baltimore moving to our left in period number 2. We've got a double minor. Nope. Hanford takes the draw, draws the contact from Kucinich, and a penalty is called.
Yeah. Here's the battle in the face-off that we talked about. Quint Kucinich comes in off the wing, comes in, jams Jamie Hanford underneath the chin, and gets himself 2 minutes for it.
Now, he's a rookie in the indoor game at the age of 31.
He's been a goalie his entire career, and now he's playing on the field. He's got a short stick, and you know, everybody probably thought he was crazy, the fact that he was going to take it to the field, but he's been doing quite well.
And everybody's right. Played for a couple of national championship clubs down in at Johns Hopkins in the late 80s.
He was a great goalie. That could be the first penalty of his career. I wouldn't be surprised. Here you go, the Wings on their man advantage play, and they're playing very sloppy. They need to control the ball. For those fans at home, when you have an extra man advantage, you need to score, and there it is, Jake Bergie.
Nice cross from Finneran to find Bergie. That's the second of the night for Jake, who again picked his spot with goal number 21. And give Finneran all the credit for giving it to him in a high-scoring opportunity.
The ball was all over the place. It got to the corner. It got loose. Finneran picked up the ground ball. Jake was standing there in a great shooting position and jammed it home in the upper left-hand corner. Finneran sets, gets it to Bergie. Bergie seats the left corner, blows it by Sanderson. This is what we need to see. We need to see these kind of performances out of the big three. You highlighted it today, Larry. Jake Bergie needs to have a big game. We haven't even heard anything from Tom Marechek yet, and he's probably the most prolific scorer on the Wings right now.
Marechek with 271 career points tops the all-time list among the group with Philadelphia now. Philadelphia a 3-1 lead.
Finneran got the assist on Jake Bergie's goal. Marechek's got to be the guy that's going to step up soon. He's normally not kept quiet very often, very long, that is.
Assist number 22 for Kevin, who now is tied with career points with Tom Marechek, 271 apiece. 3-1 Philadelphia. What is at stake tonight? The defending champions from Philadelphia find themselves at 3-5 against the league-leading Thunder of Baltimore. They are 6-2. Mathematically, Philadelphia might be able to afford another loss, but really at this stage of the game to go 3-6 would pretty much bury them. And they're playing with that kind of motivation in front. The shot is taken and well handled down low off Fred Jenner. And looking for someone to hit as Jenner is headed toward the penalty box.
Just as I was going to elaborate that this game means so much to the Wings, they really do need to win this one. The tempo's high, the attitudes are high, and here's Fred Jenner takes a shot at Reese, drops him down, gets himself a penalty right there. One of the things that the Wings historically have had is they've been a team that keeps their cool. Right. And unfortunately, Freddie Jenner lost it right there and got himself a roughing penalty.
So man advantage opportunity for the high potent offense that is Baltimore. Philadelphia trying to defend well out on the perimeter. And who do you try to take out? Actually, looks like it's coincidental minors. Good save by Dallas on the crease violation, and a pop from behind taken by Philadelphia.
Yep, you're in a 4-on-4 situation here, so now the field becomes a lot smaller than it normally is. There's more dodging room, and one guy that's very difficult to cover one-on-one is Jake Bergie. He looks like he's setting it up right now. He's got one of the deadliest split dodges around.
Marechek spinning over the shoulder to the Bergie, could not quite come down with it. Lovely little look on the inside. Jake dips, gets doubled, put on his back as he tries the shot as he's going down.
Just trying a little too much there. Should have taken the shot earlier, but a great move and great effort to go to the goal.
These are not coincidental minors. The Wings minor 20 seconds younger, if you will, than the one of the Thunder's Eric Gervais.
Where the Wings had their top offensive players on the field, now the Thunder has their top 4 offensive players on the field. You got Hiltz and Gait working the 2-on-2 right now which has been a very effective combination all season.
Gait gets a screen, double team, the pick and roll, shot, score, Hiltz. That was beautiful.
Wow.
Bang.
Wow, that was textbook. That's shown the effectiveness of Gary Gait and Joe Hiltz all year. The two top scorers in the league. Gary draws two men, flips it behind his back, which you really don't do that often. Here he goes, little flip. Hiltz catches it all in one motion and a quick stick, jams it to the left-hand side.
A reminder, groups of 20 or more earn special discounts to Wings games. To book your group for Fan Appreciation Night, April 3rd, call 215-389-WINGS. Well, if you ever want to teach them pick and roll,
Gary Gait's the guy to do it, and Joe Hiltz is another Canadian. They do it so effectively, and it's a patented move that Gary has perfected. He used to do it with his brother Paul when they played for the Wings in the early 90s, and he's doing it again. He always finds somebody that he can do the pick and roll with.
Finneran stops, shot again, a loud pipe. Look how high that came off Maricek.
Tom Maricek, one of the most accurate shooters in this league. He shoots for the pipe every time, and he hit it.
Off the bench, shot. Elliott's able to handle that as Gait comes off the bench, accepts in one motion. 2 strides and a shot.
Great save by Dallas. That doesn't happen that often on Gary Gait when he's one-on-one with the goaltender.
Philadelphia in possession. Oglesby heads off as Bergie waits for Jenner to come out of the box, and he does. So we are at full strength on the floor. 3-2 Philadelphia lead. Shot clock's already down to 7. Little hop step. Shot is taken by McAvoy. Has his own rebound, but can't beat the buzzer as Bergie was alone in front. And looking for the quick counter strike is Chris Sanderson. Instead, he'll take the little shovel. It's a good one brewing downstairs.
Yeah,
Philadelphia 1-goal lead.
Yep, they're going at it here. There's no doubt about it. Here's the two-man game again with Hiltz and Gait. The Wings have to defend this a little bit better. They can't occupy Gary Gait at all times.
Long rebound comes all the way out to Jesse Hubbard, the Princeton alum, who's finding himself on the indoor game as well. He takes a pop.
He's a rookie out of Princeton. He's played well so far this season.
Shot clock violation. We heard you.
Yep. Good defense by Philadelphia to have Baltimore use up the full 30-second shot clock.
Again, the offense-defense substitution for Philadelphia. Trying to find some offense outside of Jake Bergie. Finneran gives to Bergie. Bergie plays Maricek. Screens. Maricek spins away from the screen. The double comes so across the crease. The look is there. In front it comes once more as the shot clock reset following the shot by Radabau. Finneran is stripped. And Sanderson way out of his net gets fortunate on the bounce. 3-on-1 back the other way. 3-on-2.
Great defense by Baltimore leads to a fast break going down the floor.
And we are tied at 3 on a 3-man touch for Shearer, who shovels it low and ties this one at 3. Again, the quick counter strike.
Started at the defensive end. Finneran turns the ball over. Rob Scheck brings it down as fast as he can. Passes it across the field, then one more pass to the near side for a quick stick goal. As good as Dallas Ellick is, he can only set up so quickly, and he overcommitted to that first shot, and the ball was just beat him to the near side.
Now, Shearer's a 23-goal scorer now, which on another team would get you an awful lot of headlines. He's the third wheel, if you will, with this group, and justifiably so.
There you talk about the big 3 again, and there's Matt Shearer adding his goal to the mix.
So it's 10-13 and counting period 2. And Baltimore having a little bit better of the play first 5 minutes period 2. Again, 2-man game on that side. Gait low. Wow, Dallas went down hard and found the 5-hole and kept it covered while Hanford gives him support.
Got to protect your goalie in front. Tom Slade and Jamie Hanford wanted to keep them off Dallas Elliott. Sometimes there are a lot of words that are said when the goalie's down, but it just shows you the velocity of Gary Gait's shot to drop Dallas Elliott to his knees.
And he's still down. Looked innocent enough.
Looks like it hit him low. Gary came off the pick and just let a little sidearm shot come from the left-hand side. Looks like it got Dallas in the midsection.
They did call Jamie Hanford on the cross-check. He was top of your screen. So he is in the box. and he is the only one there. Meanwhile, they have gotten Dallas on his back. Now, while they attend to the veteran superstar netminder, we'll take our timeout as well. 9:53 remaining. Period 2. A flat-footed tie at 3.
We love the Wings! Yeah!
Don't miss the Philadelphia Wings' final home game of the millennium at the First Union Center. The Wings take on the New York Saints Saturday night, April 3rd at the First Union Center. Face-off is at 7:30. Wings Lacrosse is the best 4 quarters of excitement for your dollar. Tickets are available at the First Union Center box office and all Ticketmaster locations. All kids mezzanine tickets are just $10. Hard hitting, high scoring. Philadelphia Wings Lacrosse.
Now this is my kind of game.
If you have heart problems, you need the best doctors. When you choose Penn Cardiac Care, you have the security of knowing your physicians and surgeons develop many of today's advances in treating heart attacks, angina, and heart transplants. Penn is ranked highest for heart in the Delaware Valley. It all adds up to the real reason to choose Penn Cardiac Care, because your heart still has a lot of work it wants to do. Call 1-800-789-PENN.
Put her in a good spot, okay?
Hello, yeah, I'd like to...
That's the second time.
Hey, weren't you gonna switch companies? Yeah, I'm getting a Comcast phone. Doyle has one. She says the network's better.
Comcast has the only digital network that covers the whole region.
I can't believe this. Why don't you just cancel those bozos? Who do you think I'm trying to call?
Of course, if you don't have Comcast, you probably already knew that.
Hey, there's a phone booth back there.
Now Comcast delivers one single rate, Boston to D.C.
We are tied at 3, and a reminder that your lacrosse team can play at the First Union Center before or after a Wings game. You don't even have to wear a cheesesteak head. For information, call 215-389-WINGS.
Here you have the Wings now man down on a penalty from Jamie Hanford. We're really not sure what happened there. I think it was an inadvertent call. Personally, I don't know why they would make that call after Dallas Elliott took such a hard shot to the midsection.
So he's in for cross-checking. Dallas Elliott is indeed back on the floor, so that will go as a charge timeout, Philadelphia. And he comes in to see this powerful man advantage unit for Baltimore. And just that quickly, it's a 4-3 lead on the one-on-one move by Matt Clune. Clune, the newcomer we haven't seen very much of, but he can score.
It looked like right there that the Wings were in their what they call their Hoya defense, where they really attack the man with the ball. It's designed for the defender not to get burned, and unfortunately Dan Radaba overcommitted and got burned for the goal. What Philadelphia was trying to do is shut off every adjacent man and then allow Radaba to isolate on Clune, and unfortunately it didn't work out.
Well, this is just his second game as a member of the Thunder. Had a hat trick against Buffalo. And now 4 goals, all of his goals coming on extra man situations. And Resch finds his club down 1.
The intensity's really picking up here, Larry. We've got a couple penalties by Philadelphia right away. I think they're trying to establish themselves right now. The referees are calling it a little tight, and it's not a position that we want to be in. Here Dan Radaba just comes in, gives him an elbow and cross check right up under the chin on Rodney Tapp.
So 2 minutes in the box. Philadelphia down a man. And Dallas had to go down and cover that. Philadelphia back on their heels, as consecutive penalties will do to you. Down by 1 to Baltimore. Baltimore has scored 3 unanswered goals. So that's a double minor called in front. Couple of fakes, and a shot from Maricek. Looked like after fake 2 he had a spot, but fake 3 Sanderson recovered.
Great effort right there by Tom Maricek. Normally we were 1 man down. Baltimore has given up a lot of the man up goals this year. Tom Marichek gets a little bit fancy, burns his man, had the shot there, hit it off the top of Sanderson's helmet.
Wow. Timeout is called by Baltimore at the 8:56 mark. And they almost give up the shorthanded goal.
With Tommy's stick skills, he can often drop a goaltender to his knees, without a doubt.
Celebrate your birthday with the Philadelphia Wings. To book a birthday party for the April 3rd Wings game, call 215-389-WINGS. Of course, tonight we celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the first Philadelphia Wings championship. Scotty, of course, a member of the firm. All three members of the Philadelphia Wings coaching staff, as well as John Tucker, the head coach, on the other side. And that was quite a group.
Yeah, it really is a special day for everybody. 1989 and their 10th year anniversary to be recognized in the victory. First one in Philly.
These are the closing seconds as Philadelphia held on to win it. And we'll see, there's Mr. French, as we had to call him when he was out of uniform. Head coach Tony Resch leads the charge. There's Scotty's in there as well.
First championship ever brought to Philadelphia right there. It was a great moment 10 years ago.
And amazing the applause that this young crowd in tonight's building gave to that group.
Yeah, well, it is legend night, and you're looking at one right there, Tony Resch, who's a defensive specialist, fantastic player. Gary Martin was on that team as well, and then the guy on the other side of the bench, and John Tucker, he really was the guts of that team as well, number 2, and now he's coaching Baltimore, some of the same tricks of the trade.
So good to see the Wings celebrating their tradition of excellence. It has been exactly that. And play is on at the 8:53 mark. Philadelphia needs to get some offense going. They need a stop and maybe some open floor. They get a loose ball. Philadelphia's had very little open ground to play in. Slate breaks it free. McAvoy. And still Baltimore with a 2-second shot clock. They don't realize the shot clock never recycled, so the good defense yields the turnover.
Baltimore is really swarming on that possession there, and one of the things that you can point out right now is the fact that you need to possess the ball when you get an opportunity to hold the ball, hold the ball.
Now, Philadelphia's played a half-court tempo, if you will, has been determined by Baltimore's defensive balance.
Yes, without a doubt. I mean, it's happening right now, but I mean, what you're seeing right now is Tom Marichek and Jake Bergie trying to work the 4-on-5 disadvantage that they have right now into an advantage. And you get a push on the Baltimore Thunder and giving it right back to the Wings.
Excellent. Good work.
Here you go, Tommy's taking it on his own. He's on the wrong side of the floor for him as a right-hander. He tries to backhand it, and then you got the Baltimore defender jamming Todd Katanchik into the crease.
Good work by Katanchik, who now has it on the near side. Philadelphia down a man with 7:45 remaining period 2, down a goal as well. Of course, the 30-second shot clock stays in effect. Shot on the short hop. That's handled. Quickly try to change on the go off the Finneran shot.
At Philadelphia's penalty killing unit in there, the best stick should be on the floor at that time. Now Baltimore brings it up slowly. Philly looks like they've got their man down in place, and here comes Baltimore.
That's Gait at the top. Over the shoulder to Hiltz, back to Gates. They love to keep it hot. Gait, couple of strides over the shoulder, well wide. And the loose ball maintained by Baltimore. Shot clock down to 5. So thrown loosely and wildly by Hiltz, I guess, to beat the shot clock. If it's on net, why not? And it was not. And Philadelphia still down a man in possession. Slate. He's on his way off. There's Bergie. Looking for some open field as they pretty much clear out a side for Jake. The help comes, but Bergie steps away from it. Cross is, and the short hop shot is taken over the top from Radabau.
Sean Radabau is a guy that we picked up, Philadelphia Wings picked up from Baltimore this season. Him and his brother Dan came over in a trade, two-player trade from Baltimore, and he's been one of our big shooters. When he gets that opportunity, we'd like to see him score for the Wings at that time.
Philadelphia in a little bit of a diamond look, trying to protect the front area. Across crease it goes. Again, the ball's kept hot. That goes through Hiltz's stick. McAvoy on the run. Gets an O'Grady screen as he comes down and shoots it wide. Might have caught the shoulder of Sanderson, who held his ground. O'Grady Good work to come up with it. Shot clock does reset, but it's broken free. Now back the other way. Shearer's got a breakaway. Dallas steps off to greet him. Shot. Dallas beats him. Holds his ground and throws up the big right arm.
There's the best goalie in the league for you right there. You've got Matt Shearer is an excellent goal scorer on a breakaway like that, and Dallas stuffed him.
Fine defensive work, Mike Buzza. For Philadelphia, wearing number 41, as you see, gains the possession. 5:46 remaining, half number one. Dallas holds his ground.
Here you got Shearer coming down. He's taking his time, looking at the goalie, shoots it. Dallas knocks it off.
Back live shot, score, Mike Buzza. Short-handed. Innocent-looking play, and Mike drills it.
On the defensive end, it really started with the turn. Dallas Elliott made a great save. Mike Buzza sets up from outside, burns Sanderson to the left-hand stick side. Mike Buzz's been a great player for us this year and last year. Sets up, Tap does not pick him up on defense. He tests the goalie and jams it home.
So the second-year standout from
Penn State.
Yeah.
He's really been a great player for the Philadelphia Wings. Last year he came on as one of the ground ball leaders for the team, and he's all over the place. This year he's taken on more of a role where he has to get the job done scoring and defensively. So there's a nice goal for him. He's one of the other guys that we needed a performance out of.
Yeah, it's goal number 5 for Mike as Philadelphia's still down a man. The door is just about to open for Radabal to come on out. And so far, Philadelphia has weathered this storm. Here he comes. So teams are at full strength as he joins in on play. Shot clock's at 7 for Baltimore. Maintaining this possession. Gait being marked by O'Grady. Shot handled. And the rebound picked out of midair well by Dan Radabal. And with 5 minutes remaining, period 2 right now, we're tied at 4. Jake Bergie waits. And we'll set it up.
Great penalty killing by the Philadelphia Wings. Tony Resch has to be proud about that. We've got the #1 man-up team in the league right now, and Philadelphia stops him. So now we're back at even strength.
Score by Finneran.
And bang, there's Kevin Finneran. Time for Finn to get back in the game right there. Great shot by Finn.
Looked like it was over the Katanich screen.
Yeah, one of the things that Baltimore's doing is they're slacking off on their defense. They're not getting up on the Philadelphia offensive player. Finneran sets up. Little pick by Katanchik. Bang. Finneran sticks the upper left-hand corner. Great shot. Precision accuracy. Here's the 2-man game we talk about. Katanchik occupies Finneran's man. The guy turns his eye, reacts, hands to the air. Goal. Great job, Finneran.
So back-to-back for Philadelphia. It's 5-4 Philadelphia. The ebb and flow of this one has been very intriguing as we approach halftime. We'll visit with Jake Bergie coming up at the half. Again, that side is cleared for Hiltz and Gait. Across it comes. No opportunity there as Elliott moved well to cover his side on Candamine.
One of the things that I'm seeing from Baltimore, which is so impressive, is you've got Hiltz on the far side of the field that is feeding the far side of the field. It's very effective between Gary Gait and Joe Hiltz on that far side. They're feeding the right-hand side, which they did to Candamine. He almost got the shot, but they've got great
long score! What a pass!
Just that quick, Larry, just that quick.
That's a hat trick for Jake.
Jake Bergie coming off the bench, cuts it right-hand side, does a little face dodge, jams it past Sanderson. Great offense. Mike Buzza pushing it up, finds Jake Bergie in stride, a little far near, jams it home.
But look at Mike with his head high.
Bergie feels the pressure. The defender came in, took a swipe at his stick. Jake did a little dipsy-do, jammed in the upper right-hand corner.
Now 22 on the season for Jake. 3 tonight. 3 unanswered by Philadelphia, who will take a pop at Sanderson in the person of Matt Oglesby.
Wings got a little fire going right now. It's a great advantage. 2 goals right now. Late in the second period, we hope to, the Wings hope to try to get a bigger cushion right now.
Finneran has one of them on the 360, maintains possession. Plenty of time, 12 on the shot clock. That's off the pipe. As Sanderson's looking over his shoulder an awful lot to see where the ball might be coming back out.
That pipe has seen a lot of action tonight, Larry. My goodness.
Finneran's accuracy, unbelievable to beat Sanderson. Yet again, Sanderson resting on the goal at the other end, trying to catch his breath as Philadelphia gets another opportunity. And here they come, 3-on-3. Oglesby will head toward the bench, try a little shovel pass as he heads off the floor with his hands up. Like, I'm not in this play, don't give me a too many men on the floor penalty.
What you really want to see there from Matt Oglesby is him to clear the ball to the opposite side of the bench. He went right into the bench, he went right to the Baltimore players as well as our players, and they really used the sixth man advantage, being the boards, to neutralize him, and he turned the ball over.
That's Hanford trying to work over Gait. Still working him over. Gary finally puts it on the floor, but a whistle comes.
He's going to draw the hold there, Larry. I mean, Gary Gait, you can see how powerful the guy is. He really doesn't care who's on him or how many guys are on him. He's going to try to do whatever he can. Here he is with the stick in his right hand. He's normally a lefty. Hanford's got his free hand on him, holding him, drawing the penalty.
For his lengthy career, Gait averages 6.2 points per game.
He's unbelievable.
If you hold him to 3 goals, 2 assists, you had a magnificent night.
You often say all you can do is hope to contain Gary Gait on a night. Earlier this season in Toronto, here you go. Here you have Tony Resch, not too happy with the referees, wondering what the heck the refs are doing. He gets fiery, and he really passes that along to his players.
Well, it's been interesting to see having Hanford, the largest guy on the squad, take the run at Gait. Also using Rogers, has marked him a couple of times. Obviously, in the ebb and flow of the game, a lot of different people. But what Tony told us before the game was that you're going to try a lot of different combinations on Gait.
You really need to platoon against Gary Gait. You can wear out some of your top defenders. So the Wings try to get their biggest guys there.
The Flyers host the Dallas Stars in a matchup of 2 of the NHL's elite teams tomorrow night at 8, only on Comcast Sportsnet. Philadelphia 3 unanswered goals for a 6-4 lead with 2:39 remaining in half number 1, but Gary Gait has drawn yet another penalty, this one to Hanford for the hold.
Not really a position that the Philadelphia Wings want to be in, and they've been in it a lot tonight. They've been man down a number of times against the #1 extra man unit, or the 5-on-4 unit by Baltimore.
Baltimore spreads the floor, no one in the slot area, if you will. Gait at the high slot.
They're very patient. They draw the defender, then they find the open man. It's a very effective extra man offense.
And Gait with that patented behind the back shot, score.
It really shows you right there how effective they are. They're very nonchalant about this great ball movement, and the rookie Jesse Hubbard ends up canning the shot. He's done that a lot in his career, and he does it again tonight. Gary Gait, little flick behind the back. Joe Hiltz over to Jesse Hubbard, who sticks the upper left-hand corner. Hits just about 90 degrees. Sets up, bang, takes the shot.
And give Gary Gait the assist. Goal number 4 on the power play. Jesse Hubbard, 12:42 plateau of the national champion Princeton Tigers.
We saw a picture of Tony Resch screaming on the sidelines just a little bit ago. He's not very happy of the uneven penalty calling between Baltimore and Philadelphia.
Hiltz looks for Gait in front, and Dallas has a long outlet if he can get it there. Oglesby loves to go flying, but can't handle the pass. Loose ball on the floor will be taken by Baltimore, or will it? Buzzer breaks it free again, and we've got a foul called on Mike as he heads for the bench. 1:38 remaining in a hard-fought first half. Baltimore down a goal with the ball. Wings being outshot by the Thunder now at 24-22. Again, Gait on the spin move. Marked by Oglesby. Now Grady comes with a double team. That's going to be a little hold, but just a possession hold.
Gary Gait's really attracting a lot of attention. Paul O'Grady covering right now. Matt Oglesby with the switch. Joe Hiltz and Gary Gait have been so effective, and there it is right there.
Right. You know, it looked like Oglesby got caught between the double team and 5 and Hiltz, so the quick flick for Hiltz, and the bouncer ties us at 6.
If you're gonna go, you gotta go. If you hesitate and you get caught in no man's land, you're gonna get killed. Here Gary Gait comes down, a little flip behind his back. Joe Hiltz with a great quick shot beats Dallas off the grass.
Second of the night for Hiltz. You see Matt gets caught. Am I here or am I there?
Little shot. It's a quick bouncer off the turf, and it beats Dallas. Guy's got a heck of a quick shot. There's no doubt about that.
Second goal of the night. The league leader in points in the league. Ties us at 6. with now 1 minute remaining till halftime.
1 minute left in the first half.
With 1 minute to go, that's the guy that you want to have the ball, Gary Gait. They got John McAvoy on him, playing great defense, good swarming play by the Wings. Here's Jamie Hanford pushing it up the floor. Let's see if the Wings can get a goal out of this one in the last few seconds.
And as you said, Hanford took it to the open wing to allow the change to come without much traffic, then threw it. Maricek, triple team, holds his ground, over the shoulder, beaten by Sanderson. Brilliant job by Tommy against 3 defenders.
Tommy's attracting a crowd as well. Might have had the overhand shot, but went behind the back. Would have been a spectacular goal.
Timeout is called by Baltimore. And Tommy, can you hear me?
Here you see 4 Baltimore players in the picture there. He just tries to pull it behind his shoulder. 1, 2, 3, taking a few hits. Almost got it through that 5-hole right there.
Well placed.
Heck of an effort by Maricek.
A reminder, the Philadelphia Wings host their longtime rivals, the New York Saints, on Saturday, April 3rd. Be here for all the action. For ticket information, call 215-336-2000. And a reminder, Jake Bergie, who told us he was just trying to make the team a year ago, now a star in this league, will be coming up. We'll also have an update from our Sports Night studios, first half highlights and statistics, all coming up very shortly at the half. Jake with a hat trick in half number 1.
He's a component of the big 3 right now. He's kind of pulling his weight right now with 2 goals, or 3 goals, I'm sorry. Tony Resch, you see on the sidelines, he's as fiery as a coach as he was as a player. And right now, with Philadelphia having more penalties than Baltimore, he's not very happy with the referees.
The eyes are wide. The All-American out of Yale University back in 1984, who played for 6 years, got his rings as player and coach.
You're in 3 as a player and 2 as a coach. He's got 5 at home. There's a highly decorated veteran right there, Tony Resch. He's got one from playing for Team USA as well, as do a number of the guys on the field today.
That was down in Australia in the World Cup, Club World Cup. Final 20 seconds, Baltimore looking to break the tie. That's Hilt, who has 3 goals on 4 shots in the first half. Good switch by Philadelphia. Gait tries to find someone in front. Over the shoulder to beat the clock. With 1.8 left in the half. How about that for a one-arm paper hanger?
Wow, that shows you the power of Gary Gait. I mean, he definitely attracts a crowd. He's really doing a lot of his shooting today with one hand. He's keeping the players at bay with his left hand, pushing them off, trying to get that one-handed flick in there.
And the half comes to an end. Gait and Hilt have combined to keep Baltimore in it, matching the hat trick of Jake Bergie. This one on the brilliant look from Mike Buzza. We are tied at 6 at the half. Back with our halftime activities in a moment.
We love the Wings! Yeah!
Don't miss the Philadelphia Wings final home game of the millennium at the First Union Center. The Wings take on the New York Saints Saturday night, April 3rd at the First Union Center. Face-off is at 7:30. Wings Lacrosse is the best 4 quarters of excitement for your dollar. Tickets are available at the First Union Center box office and all Ticketmaster locations. All kids mezzanine tickets are just $10. Hard hitting, high scoring. Philadelphia Wings Lacrosse.
Now this is my kind of game.
In Havertown, things like honesty and hard work lead to success. And trust is measured over time. We're the only electric company that's been a trusted friend and neighbor here for the last 100 years. And we're backing up that trust with guaranteed savings to all our customers. Because it's your choice. Pico Energy, no doubt about it.
We chose Citadel to help us get ahead. They offer accounts to help us manage our money today and product design to help us save for tomorrow.
I chose Citadel because they have competitive rates. I thought my car loan was great. Then I saw their CD rates. Now I have all my accounts at Citadel.
Citadel Federal Credit Union, your neighborhood financial source. Come join us. Discover a great way to shop for your next car. Tune in to Cable Cars every day at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on the Cable Marketplace. You'll see hundreds of new or used cars every week from some of the finest dealerships in your area. Sedans, wagons, 4x4s, and pickups. It's as easy as tuning into Cable Cars every day at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on the Cable Marketplace. Cable Cars. It's a great way to shop for your next car.
We welcome you back to the First Union Center. We're at halftime. Philadelphia, yet another must-win situation tonight. Down on the floor visiting with Jake Bergie. Jake, must-win after must-win. What's the room like?
Well, you know, that's exactly what the room is like. It's a must-win feeling in the locker room. We started off rough, and when you start off not playing good lacrosse, then you have to win through crunch time through the end of the season, and that's where we are right now.
Now you're getting the play at crunch time. You're on the floor in overtime. You're on the floor in big shifts. Stepping forward to that next level, if you would.
Yeah, right now, me and Tommy are playing well together, and when things are clicking, they're going to put us on the field, and that's what's going on right now.
A lot of two-man game, a lot of pick-and-roll stuff for the aficionados just really learning the sport. What are you two trying to do together?
We're just trying to get each other open. We both are very, very capable of scoring goals, and if I can set a good pick and get Tommy open, that's just as good as a goal as for me.
When you win an overtime game in front of 18,000, it's got to be kind of beyond what you could even have imagined, hoping a couple of years in this league would be like.
It really is. I was just hoping to make the team last year, and I've come so far since then, and it's an unbelievable feeling, and the best thing is that we're winning now, and hopefully we can just continue that through tonight and the next couple weeks.
Is there enough of a gelling in the room? Can you get a sense of it after the tough start? Everybody's kind of got to know each other a little bit better, know strengths and weaknesses. Are you there?
Absolutely. Right now we're clicking, we're playing our best lacrosse, and just like you said, everyone's gelling. We're feeling like a team right now, and we didn't have that at the beginning of the year, and we're just gonna try our best, and whatever happens, happens.
You're also a lacrosse fan, I'm sure. When you see Gary Gait play, you see some of the great players that you've gotten to play against, you're picking things up. What might it be about Gait that jumps off that someone that's not a player might not know?
I think he's pretty self-explanatory. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's got it all. And, ever since I've been in Little Leagues, I've tried to emulate his style of play, and it's just really an honor to play with him or against him.
Have a great second half. Obviously, the second half tonight will go a long way toward determining how much fun you have over the next few weeks.
That's right. Thanks a lot.
With Jake Bergie, Larry Rosen on the floor, we will come back to the First Union Center and get you set looking at first half highlights analysis with Scott Gabrielson when we come back in just a moment.
We love the Wings! Yeah!
Don't miss the Philadelphia Wings' final home game of the millennium at the First Union Center. The Wings take on the New York Saints Saturday night, April 3rd at the First Union Center. Face-off is at 7:30. Wings Lacrosse is the best 4 quarters of excitement for your dollar. Tickets are available at the First Union Center box office and all Ticketmaster locations. All kids mezzanine tickets are just $10. Hard hitting, high scoring. Philadelphia Wings Lacrosse.
Now this is my kind of game.
Still eating ordinary pretzels? Then switch to Snyder's of Hanover flavored pretzel pieces like honey mustard and onion and honey barbecue. Give up ordinary pretzels, America, and do the Snyder's switcheroo!
Lock the car. How about,
Pepsi One.
we don't do 1 calorie.
We don't do 1 calorie. You'll do this. Let me help.
New Pepsi One, 1 calorie.
This tastes great.
True cola taste.
Taxi!
Mr. Brandamore, how do I get to be as good as you?
Well, Eric, you gotta work hard. You need commitment. You need the right equipment. And most of all, you need to believe in yourself and follow your dreams. Come on, kid. Let's work on those dreams.
Still eating ordinary pretzels? Then Switch to Snyder's of Hanover new pretzel dips smothered in milk chocolate and white fudge. Give up ordinary pretzels, America, and do the Snyder's switcheroo!
At halftime, Jake Bergie has a hat trick for Philadelphia as the Wings and Thunder are all knotted up at 6-6. Hello, everybody. I'm Pete Christie with the Wings halftime report. The Flyers, winless in 9, tried to avoid making it an imperfect 10 today against Pittsburgh. Longtime Flyer antagonist Matthew Barnaby making his Penguin debut. Before the game, Flyers talked about getting more physical. First period, Barnaby and Roman Vopat do just that, dropping the gloves and going at it. Barnaby always gets under the Flyers' skin. He draws the penalty on Vopat. Later first period, no scoring on the power play. Mark Ricci finds Eric Lindros, but Peter Skudra right there makes the pad save. He stopped all 7 Flyer shot in the first. Now in the second period, 30 seconds into it, Damon Langkow shoots wide, and that triggers a Penguin rush. Barnaby to Jaromir Jagr to Matthew Straka, who gets the back of the net. 33rd of the year for him, and it's 1-0 Penguins. Just over 8 minutes later, he returns the favor, threading it to Jagr, who just tripped up, somehow swats it in past Hextey there. An unbelievable goal, his 32nd of the year. Penguins up 2-0, certainly a Pico or maybe goal of the year candidate. Look at him, probably his best goal of his career. It's also his 100th point of the season. Now mid-third, Flyers will lose the puck as their power play ends, and the Penguins show their speed on the breakaway. Straka will beat Hexy stick side for his 2nd of the day, and that put the Penguins up 3-0. Now just over 2 minutes later, on the Penguin power play, Jagr will feed Rob Brown, and his shot from the side of the net ricochets off Dan McGillis' stick into the net. 4-0 Penguins. They score 2 goals and only 3 shots in the third. Flyers' winless streak reaches 10 games. Only one local team playing today in the NCAA tournament. It's the St. Joe's women, and they win in Durham, North Carolina. First round, the Lady Hawks, the A-10 champs, beat Tulane 83-72. Leslie Goodell is with the St. Joe's Lady Hawks, and we will have highlights of that game tonight on Toyota Sports Night. Over on the men's side now, in the South, the Red Storm of St. John's advanced to a Sweet 16 matchup against Maryland. Both win in the South region. In the other half of the South region, number 1 Auburn survives the scare from Oklahoma State, winning 81-74. Ohio State leading Detroit in the second half, 54-33. In the West region, UConn held New Mexico's Kenny Thomas to 1 point. They beat the Lobos 78-56. Iowa upends Arkansas 82-72. Looking for a Cinderella? How about Gonzaga? They beat Stanford today 82-74. And right now in the second half, Florida, the team that knocked Penn out, leading Weber State in Seattle 55-51. Well, we will get you back to the Wings. Third quarter action coming up. Right now they are all tied with the Baltimore Thunder 6-6. Keep it here on Comcast Sportsnet.
We love the Wings!
Don't miss the Philadelphia Wings final home game of the millennium at the First Union Center. The Wings take on the New York Saints Saturday night, April 3rd at the First Union Center. Face-off is at 7:30. Wings Lacrosse is the best 4 quarters of excitement for your dollar. Tickets are available at the First Union Center box office and all Ticketmaster locations. All kids mezzanine tickets are just $10. Hard hitting, high scoring. Philadelphia Wings Lacrosse.
Now this is my kind of game.
Hey, we're the McKenzie brothers, and we're here to stop a heinous crime. Yeah, they're sending Molson Canadians south of the border instead of our house where it belongs.
But we got a plan, eh?
Step out of the truck, please, sir. We offer a complimentary breakfast and free donuts, eh? How about a little deodorant for those long, stinky rides? Au revoir, eh?
Try putting it in low, eh?
What do you think I'm doing? I'm gunning it.
Like winter conditions.
In the financial world, to survive, you must keep on the move. It is not a world for the hesitant or the timid. Sometimes, to defend against larger, fiercer competitors, your best choice is merger or acquisition. But beware, lest your careful, well-planned strategy should result instead in failure or doom. In these troubled waters, experience, knowledge, and size are your best allies. If you're considering strengthening your company through merger or acquisition, think first of First Union. Wherever you plan to go, we have been there before. Come to the mountain called First Union. Or if you prefer, the mountain will come to you.
It is altogether fitting and proper that we find ourselves tied at 6 midway through this National Lacrosse League contest between Baltimore and Philadelphia. A tale of 2 hat tricks. Jake Bergie's for Philadelphia, Scott.
Jake Bergie's really had a great first half. He's the guy we highlighted to start the game. He's the guy that's been performing for the Philadelphia Wings. Here's his second goal, big outside blast, picks the upper left-hand corner, and then gets great feed from Mike Buzza coming in on the net, puts it away.
3 for Bergie, and on the other side, Bergie is assisted by Buzza, McAvoy, and Finneran. Maricek yet to dent the scoring. Other side, the hat trick belongs to the league-leading goal scorer, Joey Hiltz.
They give him one right here in the first goal of the game with a bad switch, and then it's just the Gary Gait and Joe Hiltz show. They do an incredible pick and roll. Gary Gait keeps flipping it behind his back. Joe Hiltz has an incredible quick shot, and he's got a hat trick for the game.
Hiltz joined by Hubbard, Clune, and Shearer in the scoring column for a total of 6-6 for both teams. You might expect the halftime statistics to be relatively even, and they are. Baltimore a slight advantage on faceoffs 9-5, and they've had 6 power play opportunities. Both teams have cashed a pair. So we are set. Everybody's getting back in their seats, as we are as well, for period number 3. Philadelphia must-win situation against the league-leading Thunder of Baltimore. Back with period 3 in a moment.
We love the Wings!
Don't miss the Philadelphia Wings' final home game of the millennium at the First Union Center. The Wings take on the New York Saints Saturday night, April 3rd at the First Union Center. Face-off is at 7:30. Wings Lacrosse is the best 4 quarters of excitement for your dollar. Tickets are available at the First Union Center box office and all Ticketmaster locations. All kids mezzanine tickets are just $10. Hard hitting, high scoring. Philadelphia Wings Lacrosse.
Now this is my kind of game.
In Bucks County, there's a town called Morrisville where people know each other by name.
We're from Morrisville. Who could be prouder? If you can't hear, we'll shout a little louder.
There's one electric company they know by name too, Pico Energy. We've been a part of this place for over 100 years, supplying energy and earning trust. And we're now delivering guaranteed savings to all our customers. Because it's your choice, Pico Energy, no doubt about it.
General Sales has been in business since 1934, and the Ruggieri family has been part of the ownership since 1967. My uncle, George Ruggieri, lives and breathes General Sales Company. He instilled in us dedication. It is not just your job, it's your responsibility. It's your legacy. The Ruggieri buying experience can be described as never-ending. It doesn't end when a customer drives over the curb.
After 35 years and more than 200 tour wins, including all the majors, Ray Cook introduces a new innovation in putter technology, the M1 XI, featuring parallel alignment and precision heel-toe weighting for pinpoint accuracy and an ultra-soft insert for incredible feel. Call now for a free video. Even the toughest putts are makeable with the Ray Cook M1 XI. Ray Cook, the choice of champions. For more information and your free video, call now.
It's the energy of seeing the Wings play live. The next home game is Saturday, April 3rd against our arch rivals from New York. For ticket information, call 215-336-2000. It is a pair of 6s. First set tiebreaker, if you will. 6-6 Wings and Thunder. And it would not be a 6-6 contest if it were not for Mr. Post. Philadelphia's leading scorers have all banged the bar. Let's check it out with the noise added. A clank there. Bang there. And another. That's Finner and Maricek and Bergie. Do you celebrate, Scott, the opportunities that led to those, or do you curse the fool's gold?
You curse those, I'll tell you that, Larry. Sometimes these guys, you're so accurate in your shooting that a lot of times you aim for the pipe thinking that you're going to hit below it and you're going to hit it in the net, but most of the time you're right at the pipe and knocks off. And that happened 3 times for us, unfortunately.
So here comes Baltimore with the first possession. Early third period. Gait alone on the near side. Waits for Hilt to come and set the screen. Sends him on through. Elliott out off his line, feeling the far post, making sure he's in the perfect position. As Philadelphia needs to play solid half court with all the work that's happened on that two-man game between Hilt and Gait. What might Philadelphia do to counteract that as Hilt's shot is wide?
Joe Hiltz is just so active off the ball. But the defense of Philadelphia is concentrating on Hiltz and Gait. They have to match up a little bit better with those two.
Low shot is handled. No surprise where the offense has come. Philadelphia's done a fine job on Gary Gait.
As a former player, Larry, I can tell you that the locker room of the Philadelphia Wings is often a fiery one, and I would have to imagine that Tony Resch got the troops fired up. Fortunately, you got Chris Flynn has been out. He's the captain of the team. He's been injured. But I think Dan Radabaugh and guys that are familiar with the Baltimore team probably gave a little insight of what the Wings need to do to beat these Baltimore Thunder players.
Again, Oglesby at half speed, waiting for the line change to continue. The hop step and the shot by Radabaugh, who, despite the knowledge that he brings, also has brought a lot of ferocity to his play tonight. And on the loose ball, back comes Baltimore with a 3-on-2 opportunity. Shot. Dallas goes down and makes the save. Fine save off Clune.
Great save by Dallas.
That's a goal almost from behind the net on the long pass across. The pass came from Dan Martin, I believe, to Rob Scheck, who was tucked in basically at or behind the goal line, reached around and put it home for a Thunder lead.
If you take a breath and you give the player you're guarding an inch, he's going to take advantage of it. Rob Scheck posts up down on the left-hand side, gets the feet across field, and jams it in for a quick stick. Normally more of a power shooter, Rob Scheck. He had the finesse that scored the goal right on the crease.
O'Grady's 1-on-4 the other way, so he'll fan out toward the corner, look for some reinforcements. As the line change will come, Philadelphia down a goal. Buzza to his left. Has a trailer, they'll restart it.
John McAvoy, this is a good matchup right now. He's got a great little dodge. He's very tough to defend. They're isolating on him. They try to do that same backdoor play that Rob Scheck just scored on. Katanchik was there, but a great defensive play by Kesenich, who brings it up the floor.
The longtime goaltender and sportscaster back on the floor. Gets himself stripped. Once more, Oglesby. This time, instead of waiting, he plays it off the boards for Finner and rolls through him. And handled by Sanderson.
Wings need to settle down a little bit. I think that they're forcing their passes in there. They need to get on their 5-on-5 defense to see if, or offense, see if they can run some plays.
Gait makes the stride toward the baseline. Now gets free again, over the shoulder, and scores in midair. The dipsy-do.
Wow, that's one for the fans at home. Let me tell you, we talk about the magical stick of Gary Gait. This is not something that your normal player can do. Takes it in the air, shoots it behind his back and into the net.
See the
oh
Bergie
my
check.
Goodness. He almost, talk about air Gait. There's an air Gait for you.
Bergie gets a good piece of him too.
He literally hung in the air and then flicked it over his shoulder right there. Just a spectacular goal by Gary Gait.
And inside that cage looked like a smile on his face.
I think he knows that one was something special.
Bodies are flying on both sides as the ball is still loose. The Thunder an 8-6 lead. A win for the Thunder. They'd moved to 7-2.
One of the things that the Philadelphia Wings has done is contain Gary Gait until the 11-minute mark on the scoreboard. So hopefully Gary Gait is not going to come alive now and have one of the games that he's had in the past. We can take over a ball game.
That shot is wide from the rookie Hubbard. And once more, Oglesby will head to that off wing and allow the line change to be completed. Wait for his trailer. And there it is. As Oglesby heads up, Matt's done an awful lot of fine work on the defensive end. Maricek.
His role is to pick up the ground ball and force it up the floor. He did just that. It's very effective. Now the Wings have the 5-on-5 equipment.
Shot over the top. Fine pickup by Jake. Tries to send it across. And still Philadelphia maintains possession. Who's got it? Bergie? No, Maricek turns away. Maricek back behind. Again, does the spin move, double team that rolls in, and there will be a whistle. And I don't know if there'll be a man advantage or a holding violation called against the Thunder.
You're going to get the hold on Cantabine. Maricek is so effective on his dodge to the right, dodge to the left, and rolling back. Here he goes to the right. He crawls under. Cantabine grabs him with the left hand, then one-handed over his head, draws the penalty. Tommy's happy about it. He'll take the man advantage.
Hey, Wings fans, how would you like to take Jake Bergie back to school? Snyder's of Hanover invites you to stop into Gennardi's Supermarket and find out how you can enter to take a Wings player back to school sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. See official rules at Gennardi's for all the details.
Here's the Philadelphia Wings with the 5-on-4 man advantage.
Maricek got a lot on that as he was able to take 2 full strides before the hop step. Bergie can't reach it. Fine pass and a wonderful catch. Gervas will rag some time. Again, Philadelphia man advantage for 90 seconds, down by 2.
Here's the penalty killing unit for Baltimore. What they want to do is just take the air out of it, use up their 30-second clock. Sometimes they'll go to the hoop, other times they won't. Right now they just throw it down into the offensive or defensive end and set up back in their man-down defense.
So here comes Bergie with it. Bergie's got 3 tonight. Keeping it hot on the perimeter. Maricek comes through, tries that same over the shoulder, beaten by Sanderson.
Nice play the Wings are running there. Tommy had a great opportunity for the goal.
Bergie almost had the good look, but was a step too far wide. Tried to center it back out. Bang! Whistle. As Finneran goes down under the push from Brian Reese.
They drew another penalty. Great ball movement. Gets the defense out of rhythm. Get a huge slash by Sanderson on Bergie that drew the penalty, I believe.
Yep.
It wasn't on
Unless
Sanderson.
it was Reese. Yeah, Reese might have been after the Sanderson minor. Called on Clune for a slash.
It was on Clune. Sanderson got away with one there. He gave a nice little hatchet chop on Bergie as he came around the crease. Now they got 2 Baltimore players in the box. This
5-on-3. Philadelphia plays this as 4-on-3, and all day long to try to shoot in front. And Sanderson held his ground. Jenner will head off.
Larry, this is an opportunity that the Philadelphia Wings can't pass up. When you've got 2 Baltimore Thunder men in the box, you need to score when you have that 5-on-3 advantage. Sean Radabaugh had the opportunity. He took his time, which is what you want to do. You don't want to rush your shot when you're down low, but he waited a little too long. He tried to jam it in the 5-hole, and Sanderson picked up a big save.
Well, see if they play it more as a 4-on-3 and open the space as they do again with Jenner kind of playing behind the offensive attack. Cross in front. Bergie tried the pass for Finneran, couldn't come up with it. Philadelphia with 2 seconds on the 2-man. Maricek, brilliant! What a brilliant jab. Step to his right, and he buries it. It's 8-7.
Fantastic little juke step by Tom Maricek. The defender came after him, looking for Tommy to shoot without even making a move. Overcommitted. Tommy steps around, and the defender goes down. Bang! Drops it in the upper right-hand corner. The guy's a deadly shooter. He fakes it. The defender goes flying by. He sticks the upper right-hand corner. That hit 90 degree right there, Larry. That's that accuracy of Tom Maricek. Fantastic shot.
Maricek's first tally of the night is his 27th. It comes on the power play, but it came a couple of seconds after the initial minor had expired. So Clune also comes out, and we're back at full strength on the field with Philadelphia trailing 8-7 midway through period number 3. And anytime you come out and see the Wings play, you're almost always going to get a moment like that from Maricek that lights you up. Gates alone again. Score. Gary Gait somehow gets behind the defense, and 7 seconds after Philadelphia is within 1. Gait blows it back out to 2, and how'd that happen?
As soon as you think you can take a breath, here comes Gary Gait and scoring it on the breakaway. Great ground ball by Kessenich, flips it up to Gary Gait, sets up Dallas. Dallas gives him the right side. Gary takes the left side. Dallas is thinking he's coming back, but he beats him to the far side.
Maybe a 2-by-3 area on that right side of Dallas, trying to play with Gait. And Gait wouldn't buy it.
Yep, that's the guy you want taking your breakaway shots too, Gary Gait.
So it's 9-7, goal number 31 for Gait, who's going to run down Dallas, makes no contact as Dallas simply sweeps it toward those near side boards. And Philadelphia will come back out with it. They change on the go, offense for defense.
Great hustle by both teams, really going for the ground balls. This is a big grudge match for both teams, and if it hasn't been said already, this is the rematch of the championship game of last year, and I think Baltimore really has something to prove. Philadelphia's coming off a year where they've lost a lot of guys, and they're coming off a championship game.
That will not be a goal. Maricek had gone down into the crease before he got that second sweep at it. But Philadelphia, in the person of Matt Oglesby, will transport the ball back into the attack zone.
Good swarming offense by the Wings, Larry.
Maricek and Bergie still near side. Bergie splits. Maricek comes up with it, tries the bouncer, goes over the top, and winds up on the net at the 7:27 mark. Sanderson goes back behind, and Maricek says, "What do you want from me?" Sanderson a little feisty. It's the Gary Gait goal, which has given the Thunder a 9-7 lead. Back in a moment.
We love the Wings! Yeah!
Don't miss the Philadelphia Wings final home game of the millennium at the First Union Center. The Wings take on the New York Saints Saturday night, April 3rd at the First Union Center. Face-off is at 7:30. Wings Lacrosse is the best 4 quarters of excitement for your dollar. Tickets are available at the First Union Center box office and all Ticketmaster locations. All kids mezzanine tickets are just $10. Hard hitting, high scoring. Philadelphia Wings Lacrosse.
Now this is my kind of game.
Still eating ordinary pretzels? Then switch to Snyder's of Hanover bite-sized nibblers in sourdough and new garlic bread. Give up ordinary pretzels, America, and do the Snyder's switcheroo!
Why do more people choose Comcast than any other wireless network? It could be because we have the only digital network that covers the whole region. Or maybe it's because you can call nationwide for one single rate. Whatever the reason, Comcast customers agree on one thing. You can't beat the coverage. Now, Comcast delivers nationwide calling for 10 cents a minute.
Making sure your family takes good care of themselves isn't easy, but choosing the best primary care doctor can help. Penn Care doctors provide preventive care, treatment for many serious illnesses, and the personal attention your family deserves. And Penn is ranked among the nation's best. Best of all, your Penn Care doctor will probably tell him exactly what you've been saying all along. Call 1-800-789-PENN.
Still eating ordinary pretzels? Then switch to Snyder's of Hanover flavored pretzel pieces like honey mustard and onion and honey barbecue. Give up ordinary pretzels, America, and do the Snyder's switcheroo!
Don't forget the Wings' home regular season finale will be right here at the First Union Center against the New York Saints on Saturday night, April the 3rd. Call 215-336-2000 for ticket information. Too hot in the hot tub.
We're seeing the action down here, Larry. It's a great game to see. If the fans at home have not been down here to see a game, this is one heck of a place to come down and see it.
Just ask Chopper.
He's our #1 fan. They really get the crowd going, that's for sure.
I asked him before the game, I said, "Hey, aren't you Dallas Elliott?" He got a real big smile. Well, the Philadelphia fan club has been loyal for a decade now, and Philadelphia trying to respond with the proximity goal. Down 9-7 off the bench. Baltimore with an opportunity, but they'll wait and go half court. Bergie doing his usual checking job on Matt Shearer. And here's Gait on the near side. And if Gait's here, you figure Holtz is with him. Screen comes, Gates stays to his right around Bergie, who puts him down. Rebound shot in front for Elliott. As somehow that wound up as a good scoring opportunity.
Great defense by the Wings, but also a great offensive play by Baltimore. They came to pick from the far side of the field on Gary, and he had the opening.
Shots even at 32, as you see. Finneran hops, Finneran rocks, looks for some help, takes the stick in the back, and now has a stride.
Scott Katanchik wide open. He should dish it. He's drawn 2 men.
Shot score! Maricek with the whip. Just coming on the curl. Maricek catches and fires. It's a 1-goal game.
Kevin Kevin Finneran, with all of his dodging ability, drew 2 men. Tom Marichek came off a great pick, gets a beautiful feed by Finneran. Marichek lights it up from outside. Bang, 1 times it. Great shot by Finneran. Finneran being so slippery, little quick feed. Tommy lets it loose, bang to the back of the net. Fantastic goal by Marichek.
Good to see that combination click.
Yep, he's a guy that was a little quiet in the first half. Now he's coming on in the second.
It's 9-8, and that brought this crowd of 16,398 to their feet. Gait isolated. Oglesby looking, do I double team? No, wait for Hiltz to come and join the fray, and he does. Gait dinks it inside. He's checked. Hiltz, it's on the floor. The ground ball scooped, and a whistle called on O'Grady for putting Hiltz flat on his face.
When the ball's loose in front of the net, you need to find a man. Either pick up the ball cleanly or find a man to take him away. Baltimore's doing a lot of one-on-one dodging right now.
Good jump switching by Philadelphia, though. That shot's over the top. Looks like Gait's been given a little bit more room toward the baseline side. As he spins toward the middle, maintains possession, can't get something off. And it will still be a Baltimore possession.
Great double team by the wings on Gary Gait. Gary Gait continues to try to push the man off with one hand and use the one-handed shot. Paul O'Grady's getting away with a lot there. He's wrapping him up something fierce.
Hubbard's shot is wide. Maintains possession. Shot clock reset to Philadelphia's chagrin. And there's Hiltz. Low shot. Zinger. Good catch on the rebound. Can't have beaten. He's beaten in front by Elliott. Did a great job getting that scorching rebound off the backboards.
Baltimore had a lot of opportunities right there. Great defense by Philadelphia. Dallas Elliott came up with some very big saves.
That's Bates. Bringing it back out, waiting for some help. Rogers. And that's McAvoy. Shot clock already down to 10. Screen for McAvoy. Shot. That's safe. Got it to the midsection. But Sanderson saw it all the way and tries the long outlet. Intercepted by Oglesby off the bench. Again, he will transport, find the open wing, break the line, wait for some offensive assistance.
You have an opportunity like that in offense. You want to slow the ball down, get it in your offensive possession, and then get all your players on the field. The Wings did not have full strength at that time.
At the 4:15 mark, the Thunder a 1-goal lead. There's Hiltz over the left shoulder and a whistle off the ball. And I believe we've got a Thunder player heading for the penalty box. And maybe one for each squad.
It's going to be a trade of players. You've got Jenner for the Wings, and then you've got another Baltimore player going in the box.
Dan Martin. The Phillies make their Comcast Sportsnet debut in preseason action against the Minnesota Twins tomorrow at 1 o'clock. That comes your way only on Sportsnet. Gary Gait.
Looks like Paul O'Grady's got the assignment to take Gary Gait. That's a heck of an honor for a defensive player to take the great Gary Gait.
At the 9:50 mark, coincidental minors. Gait shakes off the check, tries high short side, goes over top. It does look like they're overplaying Gait toward the baseline, if you will. Looking for the help. Bergie, the pass, the shot, score by Finneran, and we're tied at 9.
Right back into it. Trade the men. The Wings come down the floor. Great ball movement by Bergie. Finds Finneran on the far side. Finneran with the poise of a veteran. Gets the pass down low. Takes his time. One fake to the left. Jams it 5-hole, and he is fired up. Matt Oglesby gets the pass from the far side. Jake steps. Sees Finneran. Finneran sets. Take the shot. 5-hole. Yeah, Finn. Great goal.
That's number 16 for Finneran. And 11-11, we're back to tied at 9, and fittingly so. These two teams have both given and taken all night long.
This isn't a position that the Philadelphia Wings are used to being in, 3-5 that is, in their record. This is a team that's based on pride and tradition. We're used to winning championships. We've won 5. We're coming off a championship victory. To have Baltimore come into Philadelphia in our home turf and with the best record in the league really fires the team up. And right now at 9-9 with 3 minutes to go in the third period, you've got a heck of a game going right now.
That's Hiltz. Middle of the floor, plays it to Shearer. That shot was broken down. Philadelphia possession. Ahead to Oglesby. Matt will not slow it this time. His shot 5-hole is broken off. Rare opportunity for the fourth-year player out of Duke to go in on his own.
Excellent defensive play by Dan Radabaugh to make that play happen. Matt likes to go to the 5-hole on that breakaway, and unfortunately didn't get it done.
Candabine went length of the floor. Every member of the Wings on the floor got at least one piece of them. And it's Rogers, 1-on-3.
Rogers will take it to the corner, take some wind out of the sails for the team.
And will be called on the crease violation. 2:40 and counting, period 3.
Sometimes you can catch the team off guard by going straight to the hoop. I thought he was going to slow it down a little bit, but he took it right there.
Wow. Just that quickly. Matt Clune might have created a screen for himself. Short-hopped Elliott, and it's a 10-9 Thunder lead. Look at the cut and see if there is indeed a screen.
O'Grady didn't get there quick enough. Clune comes in, he sees that he's got some room, sets up, shoots on the run, beats Dallas.
John Tucker's club rather, retakes the lead at 10-9. Clune wearing 94 with goal number 5.
A couple of the other guys that we talked about are being effective here, Larry. Clune with the big goal right there, starting to shine. Some of the other guys for Philadelphia need to step it up as well.
Philadelphia, the big scoring unit, is out. Finneran picks his stick up, picks the ball up, but gets the over and back violation. The official certainly in the right position. So the Thunder moving to our right. The penalties are over. The coincidental minors to Martin and Jenner. So both teams at full strength. Resume the clock, and there's Gait. Gait with a pair of screeners to work with. Stops.
A lot of room. You got to tighten up on Gary. He's drawing a lot of attention.
Shearer's shot is handled by Elliott. And Philadelphia looks to change on the fly. Buzza will break the zone. Give to Bergie, and then head out.
We don't have a full line yet for Philadelphia. Philadelphia's got 10 seconds left on the clock, and Todd Katanchik's just getting on the floor. That's not a good switch by Philadelphia, and here it goes the other way on a fast break.
He gets doubled, so it's 1-on-1. Elliott comes off his line and makes the save.
Looks like it hit the pipe. There's our friend the pipe that's back into play.
So Sheck was stopped. Philadelphia, I guess, is called for a timeout.
Rob Sheck comes down, sees Dallas giving him a little bit on the stick side, takes the shot, hits off the pipe.
Looks like it might be too many men on the floor violation against Philadelphia.
This is a mental mistake that really hurts the Wings. I mean, you saw it the last play they pointed out. The Wings didn't get a full 5 men on the field until the 10-second mark when Todd Katanchik came in, got the ball, he turned it over, and then Rob Sheck went down and almost scored a goal. Now we have too many men on the floor, and the best extra man in the game is on the floor now.
Well, no one has actually gone over to serve the minor. The door is open, and while they straighten that out with a possible playoff appearance on the line, you will not want to miss the Wings' final regular season home game Saturday, April the 3rd. Call 215-336-2000 for all the details. So who's going to serve the minor? I missed it. It looks like Fred Jenner is in with 1:13 remaining. Slot good.
Big defensive play for the Philadelphia Wings right now with the Baltimore Thunder having the man advantage. You need to try to Here's the Hoya. They're trying to shut everybody down to get the backside shot.
Dallas stands tall. Holtz crosses. Shot. Again, Elliott beats him. Goes to his knees over the shoulder. Looking in front for Hubbard, who accepts. Holtz can't catch that one.
It's a pretty serious ball movement by Baltimore. They are zipping that ball around. They're skipping passes, and then there's Jesse Hubbard with a big shot from outside.
That was a whip over the left shoulder. 11-9 Thunder. 39 seconds remaining. That's a power play goal.
Really,
39th shot.
It evidence Baltimore why they are the best power play in the game. They skip a couple passes. They get the heads turning of the defense. Hiltz whips it. A skip pass to Hubbard. Takes the shot. Sticks the upper corner.
And everybody gets a touch. So Hanford will go out and try to give Philadelphia one final possession, period 3. Picked up by Baltimore, Cantavine. And there's a 2-second differential. Shot clock to game clock for the period. Baltimore can't just about run it out. Instead, Gait gets tackled and stopped by Elliott. Hanford tried to wrap him up, and Dallas comes down with it. Long outlet for Oglesby. Oglesby with 10 seconds. Has a trailer coming off the bench.
Got to get the shot off, Matt. You've got six seconds on the shot clock. 6 seconds in the quarter. Let it fly.
Maricek shot wide, and that'll do it. So the Thunder responds with thunderous offense late in the period, including the whip from Hubbard over the left shoulder of Elliott. So Philadelphia's got to come from behind in period 4, trailing by 2.
Some people may have a hard time pronouncing Conshohocken. But at Pico Energy, we simply know it as Conchi. A place with the power to reinvent itself. And we should know. We've been a part of Hector Street and every other street here for over 100 years. And we're now delivering guaranteed savings to all our customers. Because it's your choice. Pico Energy, no doubt about it.
Hey, we're the McKenzie brothers, eh? And we're here to stop a heinous crime. Yeah, they're sending Molson Canadians south of the border instead of our house where it belongs. But we got a plan, eh? Step out of the truck, please, sir. We offer a complimentary breakfast and free donuts, eh? How about a little deodorant for those long, stinky rides? Au revoir, eh? Try putting it in low, eh? What do you think I'm doing? I'm gunning it. Like winter conditions.
French Creek Outfitters is your hunting and fishing headquarters for the best selection of firearms, archery, hunting accessories, and fly fishing tackle in the area.
And now take advantage of the Dart Target System. This unique indoor archery system makes target practice more thrilling by using footage of live game in their own environment. Experience the feeling of a real hunting expedition while sharpening your skills. Winter leagues are now forming, so stop by and sign up today.
French Creek Outfitters, your hunting and fishing headquarters on Route 100 in Pottstown.
Is your bank nickel and diming your business to death? With steep check writing charges and fat minimum balance requirements? Switch to First Financial, your community bank. We have all kinds of ways to save you money. So, give us a call before your bank pushes you over the edge.
Coming back, Philadelphia trailing the Thunder of Baltimore 11-9 in a must-win situation at home.
We're talking about the battle of these two teams you mentioned earlier. It is a rematch of the championship game. Baltimore coming in already this season with a 1-goal victory over Philadelphia when they played down in Baltimore in an incredible game. I think that you've got the making of the same type of game right here, right now, Larry.
I'll tell you, you pointed out off the top the importance of having your second and third unit put some goals on the board. The go-ahead and the 2-goal creation came off the sticks of Clune and Hubbard of Baltimore, both of whom have 2 goals tonight. So as you spread the scoring, it's not just Gait, it's not just Hiltz, it's not just Shearer, the big 3.
It's the other guys that are being effective helping out the Baltimore team.
Looks like a too many men on the floor penalty going to be called on John Tucker, and I hope you can't lip read.
Tuck's not happy with that. That's all the players. When you get too many men on the floor, that is just a mental error that'll kill you every time. Philadelphia had one of those already. Now Baltimore's going to match it by putting a man in the bench, and it's going to be Joe Hiltz. We'll be happy to put Hiltz in the box, keep him off the floor.
Now, where does Hiltz need to be to not be considered, quote, on the floor?
If you can see the little tape right in front of the box, you have to be within the tape in the box, or it's considered too many men on the floor.
Here's Maricek.
Here's the opportunity that we talked about. Philadelphia with the man advantage needs to score a goal here.
2 minutes left.
Bergie goes through the crease and tries to send it across for Mack, and he can't come down with it. Gives up the body, though, to keep it free. And Bergie finds it. Roundabout shot. Eyed up Sanderson one-on-one. And Sanderson beat him. And on the loose ball, Baltimore can rag some time.
Sean Radabau, being an ex-Baltimore player, is very fired up for this game. He's got a couple opportunities to put the ball away, and he has it. It's probably driving him crazy right now. He's got the scoring opportunities. He's ready to can one. If he keeps shooting like that, I think he's going to put one in, however.
Shot clock's down to 5. So they simply run the 30 seconds off without an offensive thrust. And we'll start the clock in the Philadelphia possession. Radabau on that right side.
The Thunder defense seems to be giving Radabau the shot as well. They don't want Tommy Maricek to take the shot because he's so deadly accurate.
That's over the top. And Sanderson comes out with it off Maricek and sets up a breakaway. Going in alone. The shot beaten by Elliott. That's Reese.
Fantastic save by Dallas. A terrible mental breakdown on the getting the extra man off the floor and the man and the low men down. They had the break. Dallas came up with a big save.
Against that box, Maricek over the shoulder. Bergie gets it back. Radabau shot off the near post. And the foot of Sanderson as Maricek heads through the slot. Curls back out, finds his balance. Radabau from point-blank range is beaten head up. So it looked like he had that one called very well. Scott on the long outlet. Elliott comes off his line, and Oglesby finds it. Philadelphia trying to do something with the man up.
Dallas, you don't see Dallas Elliott coming out of the net that often. He must have really thought that he had Shearer had the breakaway.
Bergie, good dip. Loses possession, takes the body, and allows the ball to go to Maricek in front. Radabau found by Maricek, shot save. And the big swing by Radabau can't break it free. Another breakaway the other way. But off the bench, Philadelphia has that covered. So John Tillman, slow shot, score. Rob Scheck.
Great individual effort by Rob Scheck. He started in the defensive end. He went through 5 Philadelphia wings. He brought it up. He moved the ball around. He made the play, he got the pass back, and then he took the big shot from outside and blew it past Dallas.
So add Scheck to the list with Clune and Hubbard of the second scoring group. Boom.
O'Grady steps out. Scheck challenges Dallas. Scheck gets it past Dallas.
11:53 remaining. Philadelphia fails to score man advantage, gives up one behind it. Here's Buzza. Waiting for some help. Jenner gives to Bergie. Bergie can walk into shooting range. Maricek. Off the screen. Score! Maricek goes low. And 24 seconds later, it's back to a 2-goal game.
Great shot by Tom Maricek. There's that accuracy that we keep talking about. Fred Jenner sets a nice pick. Bad switch by Baltimore. Tommy takes it from way far out and hits the right-hand side of the net. A lot of velocity. Sanderson drops to his left knee. Tommy Maricek blows it right past him. Fantastic shot. There's the accuracy. There's the sharp-shooting ability of Tom Maricek. He started to come on late in this game.
Maricek's had a big second half. It's 12-10 at the 11:29 mark.
Philadelphia needs to tighten up defense right now. Looks like they're getting some offensive production. It's giving up easy goals that they have to eliminate.
And out of the set, here comes Baltimore. Off the bench comes Hiltz. He sets the screen for Gait. A third defender comes onto that side to see if they can do anything at all with Gary Gait. Radabov overplaying him. Shot safe.
They're giving Gary Gait way too much room on that defensive stand right there. He's also a guy that needs to be picked up from the box. As soon as Gary comes out of the box, he should have a defender on him.
Score! On the short hop,
Fred Jenner.
Jenner comes off the bench. I believe that was Chris Bates that laid it back out for him. And it's a one-goal game.
Here's the action. Chris Bates brings the ball down, draws the two defenders. Fred Jenner, new recent acquisition from Canada, we pick up, takes a shot. Nice little bounce shot, beats it, does a somersault. Great goal, Fred.
Not much room to shoot at.
Seems the 5-hole from on the run has been very effective for the Philadelphia Wings tonight.
If you get Sanderson on the move, and a timeout called at the 10:50 plateau, number 7 for Jenner. 4:10, period 4. 1 goal advantage. The Thunder's 3-goal lead, the largest of the day, now is cut back to 1. A reminder, before every Wings home game, Victor's Club at the First Union Center host Wings Flings, featuring all-you-can-eat buffalo wings. For tickets, call 215-336-2000.
Down 1 goal, the Philadelphia Wings really need to pick up their defensive efforts right now. It seems like the ball on offense is starting to go in the net. I think Tony Resch right there, as you can see it, is telling the guys it starts with defense. Philadelphia Wings have prided themselves on their ability to play defense first and let the offense come. Play defense now, get the goal back, tie it up, then go in the last 10 minutes of the game to try to get the victory.
That's 3 goals in the last 1 minute and 3 seconds. 1 by Baltimore, 2 by Philadelphia. And it's a 12-11 contest at the 10:50 mark.
Here we're going to have a face-off. It's been quite a matchup tonight between Rodney Tapp and Jamie Hanford. Paul Cannabean's been in there as well. These are 2 big guys that are big clampers. They're trying to get the ball, possess it in their stick, flip it between their legs. Jamie Hanford gets the possession this time. Paul O'Grady's going to pick up the ground ball. Wings possession, offensive play.
Jamie, a first-round choice this year out of Loyola, known as a face-off expert his entire outdoor career. Keeping it up here. Mike Buzzett dipsy-doos and heads for the bench. As there's Bergie.
Setting up the 2-man game with Bergie and Maricek right here.
Maricek doubled, spins away, loses it. It's on the ground. Maricek squeezed off well, then throws his man down. That's John Tillman.
Doing a lot of grabbing and clutching. Tom Maricek wasn't very happy with the way that they're holding him right there.
Stuck a hip in. And it's fitting that this one's going to go right down to the wire.
Here you have Matt Oglesby picking up Gary Gait. Hiltz doing the man up.
Wow. Shearer had that one kept out as Gait set him up in perfect position. Slate works on him. This shot low and handled by Ellick. It goes to his knees.
Great defense by Tom Slate. Matt Shearer was giving him a lot of different looks. Flipping left, flipping right. Tommy Slate was right there, and then Dallas made the big save.
Here's Kevin Finneran. He goes away from his screen. In front, the shot is handled. Has a rebound as he kept his nose to it. Read it well. Out for Maricek. Shot off the right foot of Sanderson. Maricek has it. Looks for Finneran, but he can't come up with it. And Baltimore will play it back to Sanderson for the long outlet. Here's Reese with open floor. Reese, the hop step, waits for the offensive unit to come on with already 15 on the clock as they get to full strength. Hiltz comes off. Gets the Gait screen. Uses it to get around Rogers. Finds some room. Fakes it. The pass across and the shot. That's off a little bit of pipe from Tom Horns. Off the outside of the near side pipe. And again, Oglesby, middle of the floor. 2-on-2 shot. Well wide and well up. 15 rows or so in back of the Wings bench.
Had a little bit of room, thought he could have taken that shot.
Shearer, it's loose, that never went in. No goal. Shearer snuck behind the defense, beat Elliott, but it fell right in front of the white line and stayed there.
Wow, the Wings dodged a bullet on that one. Great save by Dallas. He lost possession of it, and it almost trickled over that white line.
Just for the one of a little spin. Katanchik leaves it for Bergie, who gets up ahead of steam, cuts to his left. Spinning, shooting, handled midsection, Sanderson. We approach the 8-minute mark. Gait tries the lead bounce pass. Well conceived, but didn't happen. Hiltz then goes down. The whistle sounds as Hiltz was handled by Chris Bates.
Oh, man.
And we'll step aside midway through period number 4 and sort this out. Back in a moment.
We love the Wings! Yeah!
Don't miss the Philadelphia Wings final home game of the millennium at the First Union Center. The Wings take on the New York Saints Saturday night, April 3rd at the First Union Center. Face-off is at 7:30. Wings Lacrosse is the best 4 quarters of excitement for your dollar. Tickets are available at the First Union Center box office and all Ticketmaster locations. All kids mezzanine tickets are just $10. Hard hitting, high scoring. Philadelphia Wings Lacrosse.
Now this is my kind of game.
This is a world only a few know well. A world of risk and uncertainty, where the roads can take you to success or prosperity, or sometimes to no place at all. This is the financial world. For decades, banks and investment firms of mountainous size have ruled the land. Yet, high above the horizon, another mountain has risen. A mountain called First Union. With 16 million customers, the nation's 8th largest brokerage and 6th largest bank. For a new perspective of the financial world, come to the mountain called First Union. Or if you prefer, the mountain will come to you.
Put her in a good spot, okay?
And we welcome you back. Here's how Philadelphia got within 1. Bates to Jenner.
Chris Bates draws 2. Fred Jenner gets a pass, takes a quick shot, bounces between the legs of Sanderson.
And this good fortune on the other end, did it or didn't it get past Dallas Elliott?
Wings dodge a little bit of a bullet here as this ball takes a bounce, maybe hit the line. Great play by Mike Buzzer to pull it out.
So it's a Baltimore possession. Up by 1. Elliott has that over his left shoulder. And again recovered Oglesby. Oglesby's 3-on-2 if he wants to. Now he'll feed Bates on the wing. Bates to the middle, shot! Saved by Sanderson. As Oglesby let that play develop, Bates takes the check on Kucinich. And here's Baltimore in possession. Sheck has been a critical performer tonight. Gates comes off the bench with Hiltz. A lot of room as the double team comes, then the triple team. Gates still in possession. Oglesby finally gets it free. Hiltz on the pass to Shearer. Shot is wide.
He drew attention very late in that play, right, Larry? You can't let Gary Gait alone.
Philadelphia on the counterattack looking to tie. Bergie the shovel pass looking for Oglesby. Or for Finneran. There's Finneran. Oglesby heads for the bench. Shot is handled well from Bergie. Didn't get a ton on it. Sanderson ran it down. Bergie kept it free. Great job in front. Finneran. Pass across in front. Shot is taken and handled off Katanchik. And a whistle. Philadelphia possession, 6:29. Nice little sequence offensively for Philadelphia.
We have another situation where we had, I think, one too many passes right there. Finn might have taken that shot himself instead of getting it down to Katanchik. Katanchik's good inside low, though. He's got to score on those opportunities. He should have faked to the near side and then reached around the goalie and shot it to the far side.
Look at this tie game! A loose ball swept along the carpet, alone in front, and put away by McAvoy. We're tied at 12. Surprise, surprise.
John McAvoy hanging out on that lower left-hand corner where he likes to hang out. Ground ball's loose. Picked up, really swatted at by Marichek. Great fake by McAvoy. Sanderson jumps. McAvoy jams it away. Little 9-iron. McAvoy jams it to go home. We got a 12-12 ball game.
Wow. Marichek, the heady play. McAvoy goes to the front of the net. And Philadelphia's got it tied. Oglesby with a tackle. Boom, and a crunching hit by Lanford on Kasevich. But Baltimore will maintain possession. Well, Baltimore wants to lay claim to being a championship-level club. They're getting a championship-level test tonight in Philadelphia.
Absolutely, and to win a championship, it's got to either go through the Wings or the Wings are going to win it. Right now, this is one that the Baltimore Thunder, they've got their hands full at a 12-12 tie.
Hiltz down low. His pass is intercepted by Hanford. Well done. Philadelphia changing on the go in front. And that's number 4 for Jake Bergie, who came flying off the off wing out of the box. Philadelphia 13-12 lead.
Fantastic break from Jake Bergie coming out of the gate there. Jamie Hanford sees him, threads the needle, jams it to the left-hand corner. He hardly had any room. He just squeezed it by the right shoulder pad of Sanderson. Great look by Hanford. One little fake by Bergie, puts it in the left-hand corner. Great play by both players.
Wow. And if you stayed with us at halftime, you heard Jake say that he really just wanted to be part of the team. Grew up idolizing the likes of John Tucker, Scott Gabrielson. Now is indeed a star quality player. And we've got a little bit of fisticuff action down below us. This has been brewing.
They're ready to go here.
Radabau with Reese. More wrestling than anything else. Were they teammates?
Yeah, as I said earlier, there's really no love lost between these two teams. This guy, Dan Radabau, is really the enforcer for the Philadelphia Wings right now. The biggest player on our team. He played with Baltimore last year, and you know, now seems to be getting himself into a little bit of a scrap with a former teammate. You might be friends off the field, but when you're on the field, anything goes. You're going to go at it.
This is how it started.
Just a lot of slapping, a lot of hacking. Little check here, then they start poking, like, let's go. And there they go.
And he winds up on the back of Radabau and Reese. And a reminder, Fan Appreciation Night is sure to feature some great prizes and giveaways. That takes place Saturday, April 3rd against New York. For ticket information, 215-336-2000. And it looks like coincidental majors.
You get the fire going. There's Dan Radabau. Looks like he drew a little blood on the Baltimore player. Well, that's what happens when you get your helmet ripped off in this game.
So it's Reese and Radabau, each 5 minutes for fighting.
This is kind of reminiscent of a couple weeks ago against Toronto when the Wings won in overtime. The fight came out, it really set the tone a little bit. Tempers got flared, and it really gave Philadelphia the edge. Hopefully he could do the same thing. Tony's yelling at his guys to get under control. He wants to make sure the referees know what the penalties are.
Got to keep working them.
Tony Resch knows how to work the refs, Larry. Let me tell you, he's always in the rear between John Nostrand, Gary Martin, and Tony Resch. Here you got 3 guys that have 13 championship rings between them. Tony is always in the referee's ears.
And he's a nice, quiet, peaceful kind of guy. You look at that, some of the guys on our crew that don't know Tony, my goodness, stay away from that guy. You know, he's got that look.
You get him on the field, he's a tiger, that's for sure.
The 1983 Phillies, the Wheeze Kids, square off in Game 4 of the 1983 NLCS against the LA Dodgers for a chance to go to the World Series tomorrow at 4 o'clock on the March edition of Comcast Sportsnet Classics. Reese and Radabaugh still talking to each other across the penalty box as they are coincidental majors. And that is fired right off the faceoff atop the Baltimore Thunder bench. And Tucker says it's got to be our possession.
There's another fiery leader right there, and John Tucker. He was a great captain for the Philadelphia Wings in 1989, led him to a championship, and he's got the same fire behind the bench for the Baltimore Thunder.
We'll do it again. Cantabini, Hanford. They've met that way before. Another ground pickup by Oglesby.
I think the Wings right now need to take some air out of the sails here. They need to slow it down. They're really going to fast pace. They do have a 1-goal lead, but they want to get the shot clock down a little bit.
Maracek from Finneran at the 5-minute plateau. Maracek double till Bergie's open. Off the weak side, the defense comes from Cantabine to knock Bergie off his stride. Finneran dips, spins, and shoots that off a leg as the shot clock expires.
Clock was getting low. Kevin needed to get that shot off. He just tried to take the right-handed shot to see if he could hit the goalie to get a reset. Baltimore working its two-man game again.
Cantabine spinning to his left, turning one-on-one, well-defended. Buzzard gets free, has a shot, all alone, score. So once he spun away from Buzzard, the double team had to come, and it left the man alone in front.
Yep, Tim Horms, he is a veteran for the Baltimore team. He's very effective on that right-hand side, very patient. Cantabine sees the double. Horms fakes. Dowse really has nothing he can do, and Horms dives and really reaches around the goaltender to put it in. Fake, reach around, goal.
Wow. That's goal number 12 for Horms, and we've got a pair of lucky 13s on the scoreboard. At the 4:15 mark, again, Baltimore with an opportunity. Off the pipe from Gait. That crossbar comes in handy again. Gait just flicks it.
There's that accuracy we keep talking about. They're aiming for that pipe. Thank goodness it's been on our side a little bit.
Swatted away by Elliott. Hanford was held, so the rebound is there for Hilt.
The head of Hilt's stick came right off and actually hit Dallas Elliott in the right shoulder.
Wow, just dropped the rest of it and headed off. Good retinas by Gabrielson as the head of his stick winds up at the head of Dallas Elliott. Tied at 13, 3-3-3 and counting. Baltimore will now take possession. Warner Kruger, for an infrequent shift, gets wrapped up and maintains possession.
Aggressive forechecking by the Wings down in the Baltimore end to try to turn over the ball, but with great forechecking by Tom Maracek, Baltimore gets caught back for 10 seconds and they turn the ball over.
Finneran tries the quick counter strike, not there. That Bates through the slot in front, score, that's Bergie. Wow, number 5 for Jake on the dive, and Philadelphia's up 14-13.
He is hot tonight, let me tell you, Larry. Kevin Finneran on the right-hand side of the goal sees Tom Maracek cutting through. He doesn't hit Maracek. The defender comes to Maracek. Bergie comes low across the crease and jams it on a quick stick. Fantastic goal by Jake Bergie.
Again, he goes high over the right shoulder.
Jams it on a quick stick. Riding tap, smacking his stick. Not very happy with the quick moves from the big guy.
And that's what it is. Jake, at his size, and when you see him in the open floor, has that linebacker look like his dad, but his hand skills are outrageous.
He's got incredible quickness for a big player.
3:07 remaining. Philadelphia will take it length of the floor. That's 24 now for Bergie, 5 tonight. Shot clock's at 20, so plenty of time to get into your half-court set. McAvoy tries to work behind the Bergie screen. Then the Maricek screen, still the Bergie screen to Bergie, shot wide, kind of blindly over the off shoulder. Well conceived, shot clock not reset. Finneran knows it, his shot broken down. We will get the horn at the 2:35 mark as Baltimore will try to counterattack. Sheck can't handle on the near side. Oglesby put down, breaks it free smartly. Those little things from Oglesby, buzz it, cracks to the offensive side, and we'll wait for the change.
Wings going to slow it down a little bit, get a full line, get their full offensive 5 on. You got Finneran holding the ball. You've got Sean Radabaugh coming across. You're going to set up the 2-man game with Finneran right now.
Has a roll. Finneran shot, no screen, handled by Sanderson. Cutting through the crease, Kucinich. Loose, picked up by Bates.
Baltimore's a little rattled here, I think. They're really forcing the ball up the field instead of trying to settle it down.
Philadelphia giveaways.
Yeah, Philadelphia's getting some good possessions here, but Baltimore keeps rushing at the other end.
Philadelphia wants to use the clock. 16 and counting shot clock. 1:40 as you see game clock. Philadelphia by 1. Bergie has been spectacular. Shot, that's handled for Radabaugh. Now with 1:30 remaining. A lot of open floor for Katabine. He's met by Oglesby in the offensive end. Double team, waiting for the more potent offensive players to come on, if you will. Shot in front is over the top. With 1:10 remaining, it's loose. Good work inside by Jesse Hubbard. Katabine tries to go low, but that's seen by Ellick, and a shot clock violation with less than a minute remaining.
A couple of good shots by Baltimore. They had the ball movement. They just couldn't get an open shot in front of the net.
And Philadelphia calls timeout with 58.8 remaining. Philadelphia with a 1-goal lead. Hey, Wings fans, how would you like to take Jake Bergie back to school? Snyder's of Hanover invites you to stop into a Gennardi supermarket and find out how you can enter to take a Wings player back to school sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. See official rules at Gennardi's for all the details.
Larry, we highlighted Jake Bergie today in our opening, and he's really come to play. He's having a fantastic game. Look at that 66 right there. Jake Bergie's taking it upon his shoulders to maybe give Philadelphia Wings a victory tonight.
And this was the go-ahead goal at the moment. Again, over that top right shoulder.
Great athletic ability. He toes the line right around the crease, dives it, gives it what we call a quick stick, catches it low, keeps out of the crease, dunks it over the shoulder. Fantastic goal.
Now you got 30 seconds on your shot clock, 58.8 in the game clock. You're trying to run your possession and get a high-quality shot, or you want to make sure you take it down to single digits?
You want to take it down to single digits, and you want to get a high-quality shot, no doubt about it. You want to get the best of both worlds. Philadelphia can't afford to rush anything and waste the clock. With 58 seconds left on the clock, the clock is their friend. They need to use every bit of it.
Sanderson, of course, is pinned to his net while Philadelphia has possession. A little bit of a four corners offense. Bergie's got the middle of the floor. Jake on the roll, pass to score, and a Bates. So Bergie punctuates his 5-goal performance with a brilliant assist. And Philadelphia up 2 at the 52-4 mark.
Wow, and the First Union Center erupts. This place is going crazy. Unbelievable play by Jake Bergie. He hits a break right down the center. Draws all the attention, dumps it over to Chris Bates for a quick stick and a goal. Here you got Bergie, everybody leaning towards him, little flip, Chris Bates wide open the backside for a goal.
That must feel great for Chris Bates. Philadelphia native out of Narberth, just his second goal, and what a spot for it. Of course, it's by no means over with this Baltimore unit. That could be a penalty and likely should be a tackle by Oglesby.
With a 2-goal lead, we'll take it, but it's not a great position to be in right now with 44 seconds left. But again, here you got Oglesby, just want to kind of play position defense. He gets his stick wrapped around and takes it down. Now you got the extra man for Baltimore on the field with 44 seconds to go.
And Sanderson heading for his bench as well, as Gary Martin talks to Resch. 44.5 remaining.
Wasn't a good penalty. Tony's going to regroup the guys to get him going. There's our 2 wings in the box. Gradabaugh's in there for fighting, so he's not really a factor, but Matt being in there doesn't help us out at all.
Well, Dallas Elliott has been stellar throughout. High, low, medium, wavy.
He's seen him from every direction tonight, Larry. He's seen him from the outside, seen him up close, right in his face right there, making a big save. Seen one across where he gets contact with the man as well. And then on a one-on-one breakaway, one of Baltimore's elite scorers, Shearer, he stones.
What a presence he has on the floor, you know?
He's been a great guy to play in front of all these years. He's a perennial All-Pro. He's voted year in and year out as the top goaltender in the league. He's one of the hardest guys to score on, and he's putting on a nice show tonight. Just really emphasize the fact that he's the best in the game.
Oh, his sound system playing Welcome to the Jungle, and it certainly has been that. The Baltimore Thunder looking in their rearview mirrors and thinking they've got the Wings in control. Philadelphia up by 2 with 40 seconds remaining. Philadelphia with a possession. A tackle and a shot. Elliott with a quick shot. Rebound. It goes wide as Dallas might have gotten his right arm on it. And it's taken out by Mike Buzzard. In front. And that was a giveaway to Hiltz. We've got a whistle and a violation against Baltimore. On the buzzer giveaway, Hiltz was alone in the slot.
Oh, my goodness. Mike Buzza picked up a ground ball, had a great play, flipped it behind his back to a Baltimore player right in front of the net. Wings dodged another bullet by that play. John Tucker's going to take a timeout and regroup his players.
A Wings lacrosse contest is always better in groups. Groups of 20 or more can get a group discount for Fan Appreciation Night, which is coming up on April the 3rd, called 215-389-WINGS. It looked to me like Mike was simply trying to send to the length of the floor and kill some time as it was thrown to no one in particular, intercepted by Hiltz, who had a chance at it, and Elliott saved his bacon. Now 25.6 remaining. Philadelphia with still that 2-goal lead. You check out some of that intense action in front of Dallas Elliott. There's the giveaway over the shoulder. Hiltz beat.
Heck of a flurry there. You really want to have some poise there. Wasn't the play that Mike Buzza should have made, but we dodged one by Baltimore not being able to put it in the net.
The goal is now empty at the other end of the floor. Sanderson steps on to John Tucker's Thunder bench. As Philadelphia has just 25 seconds. Cantabini now at midfield with O'Grady, and that came out of nowhere, and they're both off.
25 seconds ago, game on the line, tempers flare. Paul O'Grady's not going to take any heat from Paul Cantabine, and vice versa with Cantabine. So they both go at it.
That's game misconduct.
And they're in the locker room early tonight.
Accepting congratulations, O'Grady. You know, with those face masks, we can't see what they're saying to each other. That's not fair for us.
He'll get an earful from his Episcopal Academy students on Monday.
There you go. 15-13, 25-6 remaining. Officially, they go as 10-minute misconducts.
Jake Bergie's going to start with the ball in the offensive end.
And gets it to Elliott, who is safe in his crease. Gives it back to Jake.
You only have 10 seconds to get it over the line.
And they do. The net is open. Score. And this one belongs to the Wings of Philadelphia. Empty netter John McAvoy. Philadelphia leads 16-13. They will win their third consecutive, move to 4 and 5 and stay alive.
John McAvoy picks it up at mid-floor, sets up a little bit, makes sure that he's not going to miss this one, and really puts the nail in the coffin for Philadelphia.
Well, let us talk about the significance of this. You beat the league-leading Baltimore Thunder team, who's been looking over their shoulder at you for the better part of a couple of months. 4 and 5, they're 6 and 3. You're right back in it.
Right where we want to be, and we said it early in the season. Unfortunately, we started off 0 and 4. The Philadelphia Wings had to grow together. This was a new team. They had to get used to each other. Right now, they've won a few games. They're on a roll. We're on a winning streak right now. Everybody's starting to gel. We're in a great position to go forward to finish out the season.
And April 3rd could be the determinant for postseason for the champions. What a win for Philadelphia.
A heck of a night for Jake Bergie. 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points.
Wow.
Let me tell you, that's a fantastic game for him.
Jake got them of every variety, off the pick and roll, off the shot, off the bench, with the jab and dive. And between Jake Bergie, Dallas Elliott, Philadelphia, able to tie a ribbon around this one and win it by a final score of 16-13 and stay alive. Stay tuned, everybody. We will come back to the First Union Center and wrap up this one. Philadelphia, a 16-13 win over the Thunder of Baltimore. Back in a moment.
We love the Wings! Yeah!
Don't miss the Philadelphia Wings' final home game of the millennium at the First Union Center. The Wings take on the New York Saints Saturday night, April 3rd at the First Union Center. Face-off is at 7:30. Wings Lacrosse is the best 4 quarters of excitement for your dollar. Tickets are available at the First Union Center box office and all Ticketmaster locations. All kids mezzanine tickets are just $10. Hard hitting, high scoring. Philadelphia Wings Lacrosse.
Now this is my kind of game.
Still eating ordinary pretzels? Then switch to Snyder's of Hanover new pretzel dips smothered in milk chocolate and white fudge. Give up ordinary pretzels, America, and do the Snyder's switcheroo!
Hello, yeah, I'd like to...
That's the second time.
Hey, weren't you gonna switch companies?
Yeah, I'm getting a Comcast phone. Doyle has one. She says the network's better.
Comcast has the only digital network that covers the whole region.
I can't believe this.
Why don't you just cancel those bozos?
Who do you think I'm trying to call?
Of course, if you don't have Comcast, you probably already knew that.
Hey, there's a phone booth back there.
Now Comcast delivers one single rate, Boston to D.C.
Hey, we're the McKenzie brothers, and we're here to stop a heinous crime. Yeah, they're sending Molson Canadians south of the border instead of our house where it belongs. But we got a plan, eh? Step out in the truck, please, sir. We offer a complimentary breakfast and free donuts, eh? How about a little deodorant for those long, stinky rides? Au revoir, eh? Guy putting it in low, eh? What do you think I'm doing? I'm gunning it. Like winter conditions.
Still eating ordinary pretzels? Then switch to Snyder's of Hanover bite-sized nibblers in sourdough and new garlic bread. Give up ordinary pretzels, America, and do the Snyder's switcheroo!
Philadelphia Wings Lacrosse has been brought to you by Snyder's of Hanover, who invite you to try their new pretzel nibbler flavors and new pretzel dips. Do the Snyder's switcheroo. By First Union, your guide to the financial future. By UPenn Health Systems, more doctors, more experience, more choices. And by Pico, no doubt about it. Here's the Philadelphia Wings taking what has become the traditional victory lap. It's amazing to watch Dallas Elliott, after goaltending with all that weight on him, taking the victory lap, leaping up top to get a piece of some of these fine Philadelphia fans. Philadelphia winner by a final score of 16-13. Magnificent fourth period and magnificent contest for Jake Bergie, Scott.
Jake Bergie, just a fantastic game tonight. The guy scored from everywhere on the floor, a couple from outside, a couple on a breakaway. Here's a dive for him against Sanderson. Just really showed his all-around ability tonight.
And, of course, had the game winner as well. The high-energy play of the game belongs to Jake Bergie. 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points. Here's our First Union check of the game. Tough to find one, a very physical battle, but check out Kasanic. Clean as a whistle.
Jamie Hanford laying him right against the boards.
So that's our First Union check of the game. And a reminder, we'll be back on Comcast Sportsnet for the New York Saints. Traditional rivalry coming up at 7:30 on April the 3rd. Hope that one is for a playoff berth. And stay tuned. Coming up next, Comcast Sports Night for Don Dorado, Bob Ayers, Scott Gabrielson. I'm Larry Rosen saying good night from the First Union Center.